And there we go. That was the wrong screen for a second, but we are live now for another week of Light of Thylea plays Odyssey of the Dragonlords. This is the big 3-0, y'all. We've been doing this for 30 sessions. And I think there was maybe a break in there, but that's a hot minute now. We're approaching that year mark at 52 sessions. That'll be exciting, but I'm definitely hype about it. Um, we are not going to have Brian tonight because he's a good husband. What a guy. Um, just pure disappointment. Do better next time, Brian. Just kidding. We love his wife. But in any case, thank you guys for the patience for tonight as well. I don't know if any of you other people who stream have run into this, but OBS has been acting super weird for me. If you guys have any suggestions, shoot me a message. Maybe you can tell me how to set this up a little bit better. All that aside, there are two announcements that I wanted to make really quick before we dive into the session tonight. Number one is going to be one that is deep from my heart, which is please get the vaccine. I'm going to preface that in this context. My little one ended up going to the ER on Sunday night. Now, mind you, she's 3 years old. My wife and I both got the vaccine. When she caught COVID about a month ago, we were fine. We didn't even test positive, which was amazing for us, but obviously less amazing for her. She seemed to fight it off pretty easy, but had like a continuous sniffling nose for the next few weeks. And then apparently she caught the rhinovirus, so RSV, sometime last week. And on Sunday, if you watched the Curse of Strahd stream, you saw me get very, very concerned towards the end there. And that's when my wife had told me they had gone to the ER. It was a wild ride. I ended up having to sit in the parking lot for 3 hours because they currently have an only one visitor at a time policy, which makes perfect. Again, there's like my mammalian brain and my lizard brain were fighting each other. The security guard made perfect sense. It was completely rational, and I still wanted to punch him in the face. But yeah, the reason that I say it like this, I understand that there are concerns. I think there are amazing resources out there that go into details as far as concerns about immediate short-term impacts of the vaccine as well as long-term impacts. I know that there are concerns about like, well, it's untested, but then again, it's the SARS virus. It's, COVID is not new. So there's research on it. I just encourage you guys to really delve in and consider options. If you have not received the vaccine at this point, I think it is worth it to look into it more. Because at this point, you guys have probably heard the stories of the dad who went, I think it was like 40 plus hospitals trying to get in when he was having a heart attack and ended up dying because there are not enough beds. And the truth is 90+% of those ICU beds right now are people who didn't get vaccinated and are stuffing up the hospitals. I am incredibly grateful that my little one was able to get into the pediatrician or the peds ICU. There was a kid 2 rooms down, older than she is, has been intubated for 2 weeks straight. His entire family got COVID. His grandma died. I cannot stress this enough. I'm from Germany, so I don't even give a shit about the politics here. This is just about people living or dying. My little one got close enough that I got scared. And when a parent thinks that their child is not doing good, yeah, that's bad. So I just absolutely, I encourage you to do actual research. Go to the CDC website, talk to a doctor, someone that you trust who is educated in these matters to find out what are the long-term implications, what are the risks associated with that, and weigh that against the possibility that the lack of vaccination could cause someone's death. Not even your own, but someone else's. But of course, look out for yourselves. And of course, stay safe out there. Yeah. So from my family, it's just a sincere appeal to all of you guys. If you're watching this, if you're checking this out in the future, because you're like, what's this polyhedra thing and all of the weird games that they're making people pay money for? There's also real lives behind all of this, and sometimes these looks behind the screen, it's good to know that I'm not just apparently, what was it? Shit, why can't I think of it? Oh, pet hating, player killing DM. But I sincerely, yeah. Anyway, all that aside, getting too emotional on that one, I also have a positive announcement, which is for this next month, for October, for Spooktober, anyone who subscribes to the channel is going to automatically be entered for a drawing to get personally, or not personally, but personalized art. We have plenty of amazing artists in the community. We will pick which artist is going to be ultimately the one, because there's a discrepancy between the prices. But some of the amazing ones who are even a little bit lower on the rates are going to be asked by us to commission a piece of art for you, whoever the you might be that ends up subscribing this month. So again, I want these subscriptions to, as much as possible, go back into the community. So think of it as kind of almost like a raffle. Everybody puts in a ticket, buy a subscription, and at the end of the month, on or around Halloween, we're going to announce who won the commission with one of the artists in the community. That definitely went a little bit heavier than I intended it to be. But it's just been a really long month. Ice Cold Milk, you're freaking awesome. Yeah, thank you guys for your continued support. It is honestly just awesome to play this game in front of even our small audience sometimes, and we appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, that's it for me. Do you guys have something? Here, I need to fade to black. Somebody help me. Something cool to announce, something more exciting. Yes. Anything that you guys have seen in the Nerdiverse?
I'm not sure whose turn it is this year, but tomorrow's when we have to wake up Green Day, so just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Also, the start of Halloween month.
It is the start of Halloween month. What are you guys going to go as this year?
Grumpy middle-aged man.
And Alex, why are you going to go as the latter half of the horse?
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm passing on that one.
Do you guys even get trick-or-treaters? I know you guys live in kind of a more remote area.
No, we don't. Yeah.
So you're just like, yes.
I live in an apartment, so I never count on them trick-or-treating.
We finally moved away from an apartment to a house, so I'm low-key kind of excited to have trick-or-treaters come to the door. But then again, at the same time, I'm like, what a shitty time to do trick-or-treating, you know?
Right in the middle of your Curse of Strahd stream.
Yeah, my wife will handle it.
True, yeah.
We're actually debating whether we're gonna stream for that day or not, because again, there's a chance that might be
but
where
it's
they.
Curse of Strahd. How do you
It's
not
perfect.
stream that on Halloween?
I know it's perfect. I get it, but it's also like, these guys have families and kids and stuff like that, and they live in Texas.
Be a family man, just like Rotus.
Exactly.
Here's the real question: are we gonna dress up for the stream?
Oh shit! And which NPC would I have to dress up as?
All right, I know I've lost a bunch of weight lately, but I don't think anybody wants to see me in a toga.
I mean,
would love that.
I would love that too.
Toga.
Alex could even do Wish cosplay and actually show up in a plate mail,
Pretty sure there's one leather harness around here.
Yeah.
I put in a vote for Alex to show up as Daenerys Targaryen because of his love of dragons.
Amazing. Ephraim is going to show up in nothing but chakrams, right? Just two chakrams that are just draped over his chest.
Covered in
Chakrams
titties.
that are pasties.
But if there's a whole other middle, it's not even a pasty, it's just it's a frame. Oh shoot, actually speaking of chakrams and our TV goddess, shoot, what's her first name? Judy Lawless? Lucy Lawless. I don't know if you guys saw that news, but apparently she was kind of in talks of doing something Star Wars related. And then when the whole thing with the Mandalorian happened, and I forget her name, but when she ended up saying some insensitive stuff, she obviously got booted from the Mandalorian. But the problem is the fan base was like, oh my god, Lucy Lawless should totally take over. Which sucks, because that influenced the other role she was supposed to have and might have bombed her chances of getting that, because now it would have been fan servicey to have her be in that role. Man, modern day entertainment is fucking wild.
Poor Judy Lawless.
For real. Fucking queen. Damn it. Anyways, in any case, that is it for announcements. I'm excited to get back into it and create, as we've been joking all week, Brissa 3.0, or whatever new character Alex obviously has lined up. We won't know what happened with. Anyway, we'll find out. I mean, you know.
He's just gonna take over the imp. He's gonna take over the imp. That's all he's gonna do.
Alex,
Is Alex, did,
Oh, just be
back.
Goldie. Just be
Did we
Goldie.
decide-
Goldie.
No Brissa, no Goldie. That's how it works.
did we decide if Alex is gonna be Rotus today or not?
Oh yes, you are 100%.
Oh, I am. Oh, okay.
So you
we
can
decided
wind
that
down.
while you were gone yesterday or last week.
You can shut down Destiny. We are about to actually have you actively playing the game again.
It's off. It's off.
As of like 10 seconds ago. But
Don't familiars actually live after their caster dies for like 10 days, and then they get summoned back to whatever plane they're from?
Not in this version, anyway.
I haven't run into that actually. I just usually kill the pets first because I'm a pet killer. But as we delve back into it and prove my point, we are picking back up as Light of Thylea had traveled to Mitros and was able to do very well in the Great Games and ended up getting a scroll with the location of the Ultros, the ship of legend that once belonged to Estor Archelander, the genocidal, brilliant general of the Dragonlords that had ended up, you know, not only winning the tide for the civilized folk of Thylea, but also committed terrible genocide against the Gigants, the Cyclopes of Thylea, and apparently.
Is there non-terrible genocide?
I mean, you know, I don't want to point towards the south of this country, but some people would argue. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you. I just needed to make that dark joke. Whew. Dark humor is something that you develop with trauma. As you guys learned about
You're gonna
Esther
start hanging out
Archelander,
with Gina Carano next?
probably. But as God damn it, I'm gonna hang out with Juicy. Wow, Lucy Lawless, Juicy. Yeah, I'm spiraling, y'all. Let me just get through this recap.
She
As-
sure is juicy.
I mean, she is juicy. I just don't want to say it like that. God damn it.
All right, take two.
Take two. All right, we'll see you guys after a short break. We'll be right back. You guys had meanwhile also been approached by the cult of the snake, some kind of, you know, essentially the belly, the underground of Mitros. Apparently, they were trying to reach out once more to Brissa, and I just realized everyone's stuff is just all over the place too. Fantastic. Had reached out to you guys.
This is in the right spot.
I know he's the only one too. It's fantastic. Oh man, it's
We're doing great.
everyone else musical portraits. I
gotta
tell you what,
dance.
I need one of you guys to do the recap. Let's toss it popcorn. I'm popcorn. Get it. Who wants to do the recap for last week? Ooh.
What if we all just say what we remember?
Perfect. All right, Yanni, you start us out.
So Brissa was kidnapped again by these snake cult people, and so we gotta go like get her back, but we had to like borderline torture some guys to figure out where, and then we had to convince this guard to actually like let us go, even just like look at anything, and had to show him that look, there's actually like an entrance here. Bad shit's going on, dude, before he'd let us like go deal with it. And then we went in and we spent way too long trying to figure out how to start one fight. And it ended up
Flawlessly.
going exactly the way we didn't want it to right from the start. And now we're getting ready to start another fight. In this enclosed, you know, Colossus of I almost said Colossus of Rhodes, but
Petor.
while that
Right?
sounds better because Colossus of Rhodes, it's the Colossus of Petor.
Minos, anything you want to add to the escapades of Minos?
Oh yeah, and I think the biggest part of this whole recap is that Minos is still mad about the death of his bird.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's right. And apparently, I got some ladies I'm not too friendly with now, and they will pay the ultimate price.
Watching everyone's
What is
reaction
that,
to
like-
that was fun.
Like $1.50?
All right. As we're
7 gold. The ultimate price, 7 gold.
as we pick it back up, you guys
but-
have traveled up a little ways into the actual Colossus of Pitor. And now Minos had kind of gone ahead, and I'm gonna have to redrop you guys down here in a second just so you guys have proper vision. Minos is at the front. Rhodas is behind him. Yanni is next. Then we have Lyra. And finally Casaria. What am I missing? Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Rissa.
right. I remember why.
There's
As you had come to the top of the spiraling staircase there, Minos, you saw that there was a throng of different thugs that were operating some kind of large metal contraption right here. And there seemed to be some kind of a spout that was kind of directed towards that as they are shouting towards each other, "There it is! There it is!" We're going to be doing some initiative. All right, and
Oh.
let me...
There it went. Oof.
right, because we like climbed up the stairs and then they immediately attacked us. I remember now.
Oh,
Oh, it was just the music. I got worried for a second.
yeah.
Hail Hydra. Oh, sorry. It's
Wrong
a Hydra
universe,
bot,
wrong
for those of
universe.
you- For those of you not in the know, the bot is Hydra that plays the music. That's what made that borderline fun. Okay, let's not lie, it wasn't funny.
Alrighty, Rhodas, you're going to be about 5 feet down from that current location. Yanni, you're about 10 feet down. Lyra, 15 feet. And Kesara, you are 20 feet down. As we kick up with combat, the first thing to go is actually going to be one of those thugs. The thing is actually going to...
I'm going first with a 15. That's rough.
Yeah. Hey, that's actually... That might be one of Yanni's lowest rolls ever, huh?
I can't believe my initiative's higher than Rhodas.
I mean, it's
Oh, actually,
it's
that
there.
reminds me. Alex, go ahead and roll a d8 really quick.
Yeah. Something I
Nice,
did is
much
still
better.
useful.
Hells yeah. All right, there we go. Rhoda's doing a little bit better in terms of speed now. Alrighty, that brings us to the thug, who is going to release a shot on you. And that is a hard miss against you, Minos, as he kind of like reconfigures himself over there. See another one? Rush over to the side, also make a shot against you. And another miss. All right, the one in the back is going to try to shoot you as well. Or multiple in the back, technically. And that is going to be... Wow, I just rolled the same number 3 times in a row for the attacks. Wild.
Let's go, new server.
I know, right? All right, Yanni, it is your turn.
All right, how much movement would it take me to get to the top of the steps? It's a little hard for me to tell with the whole spread out plus vertical.
So
Uh-oh.
no, I just clicked on the wrong button there. I was gonna double check if the random thing is on and click the wrong button. Yay! Virtual tabletops.
We all died. Like I thought we
It was
would.
great.
Well, that was a kind of anticlimactic end of the campaign.
It was all a dream.
They pushed us down the stairs, and we all just
All right.
And we broke our necks and died. The end.
Colossus
Perfect.
falls, everyone dies.
No.
All right. So back to my question: do I have enough movement to make it to the top of the steps past everybody? I'm not quite clear on that.
So it would be difficult terrain to climb, so it would technically be 15 feet to get into Rhodus' spot, and then you would have to dash for sure to kind of
So
like get
it's-
past Minos. Because
Okay,
it
so
technically... Oh, well, it's a spiraling staircase, so it's not that difficult. No, just kidding. It'll be 10 feet to get into Rhodus' space, 20 feet to get into Minos' space, and then you can kind of move past that.
And then I've got 10 more feet. Okay, so I'm guessing I can't move myself across the different layers. So if I did my math right, I should be able to get to here. Yes?
Hang on 1 second. Yeah, you can make it. So this is going to be 5, or where would you like to end up? Sorry.
I was like,
So that is technically blocked off there, so you can be like right there. This one spot you can't be in, but this one for sure.
okay, that's fine.
Are we in the butt or the chest?
You seem to be now getting to the chest.
Bear with me a second because I
Same
need to actually
Z's.
see a couple of things now that I've got it all in front of me. What's the range on this? 60. That's within 60 for sure. So all right, here's what's gonna happen with my action. I will cast a second level magnify gravity. It did not give me a template. Broken spell. Okay. Templates. It's a 10-foot radius. I need to figure out where it's going to do. All right, so can I don't think I'm going to be able to get 3 of them at any point, am I? Doesn't look like it.
That is up in the air a little bit, so one of them is kind of 10 feet up in the air, but I think you still should be able to do that.
If that's the case, then I'd probably just go for these guys.
Sounds good.
I was trying to get all 3 of them, so any 2 in this scenario.
And yeah, you could definitely cast that while you're still here because you can bonus action dash, right? Oh no, you don't have to dash. That's right. So like you cast it from there just to make sure that it's actually the 60 feet for it. As you reach out, having the kind of weird dysmorphic energy suddenly collect over there, you see it compact down as both of them are going to have to make their con saving throw, and both of them fail.
Ooh. So yeah.
First time.
And their speed is
actually
reduced.
rolled half decent damage. Yeah, speed is reduced for a round.
Alrighty, sounds good.
It's half speed, or is it 10?
Half speed.
Halved, yeah. Bonus action. I don't think I have one at the moment.
Alrighty, sounds good.
But yeah, I'm done if that wasn't clear.
Sounds good. Always helps saying it. Also just trying to readjust it so stream can follow along a little bit more nicely. Alrighty, that is going to bring us to Minos.
All right. How big is this ladder thing?
It's about 5 feet broad, so one person can kind of start climbing up at a time.
Okay. I gotta jump off the old thing here. sure my concentration's still up on Hunter's Mark, but I don't want
Yep.
to transfer it just yet. I'm gonna make 3 thrown attacks against this guy.
Sounds good. All right. First strike is a hit. Second strike is a hit. And last strike is a hit. As all three of them kind of go back and forth, the third strike is enough to bring the creature down.
E.
And then
It's a
having
person
used
too.
10 feet of
Creature. Hey,
movement,
all persons are creatures in this, okay?
Minos
Not
is
all
kinda-
creatures are
is kinda
persons, like
fuming.
thumbs and fingers.
He catches the final glaive as it comes back, spins it, puts it into the holster. You're good at killing. And he's gonna move back over here. And line up his bead on this guy.
All right. Sounds good. Kasaria, it's your turn.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the top of the stairs because you said it was difficult terrain, right?
It's not actually difficult. I was wrong about that. It's because it's a spiraling staircase rather than the ladder you guys had been on before. So that would be 10 feet, 15 feet, 25 feet. And you could step into the spot where Minos had just been. So you can actually make it.
Oh, and I'd be able to see them?
Yeah. So with exactly
Um,
30 feet of movement, you make it right there as you push past both Rhodus and Lyra.
I wouldn't be able to see Rhodus or Lyra, though, would I?
You would have to go past us.
Yeah, so you do see them on the way, and they are technically behind you. You can definitely see Rhodus. Lyra is a little bit behind the curvature because, again, it kind of like curves down in a pretty tight angle.
They have a little bit more damage, so actually I'll step in between Lyra and Rhodus.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. And then I will use Cure Wounds on Lyra.
Another max roll. It's wild.
And then I'll use my bonus action and one of my mistletoe to also heal Rhodus with Healing Ritual.
All right, sounds good.
I'll try
So
clicking
just
on
cast,
Cure
yeah,
Wounds
just
and it wouldn't
cast Cure
roll.
Wounds without using a spell slot, but only at first
Okay.
level.
So just roll 1d8 plus 5 then?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for Rhodus.
Oh.
We see where the
He's
love
not
is.
He's not
I mean, I think it's just because I wasn't like clicking on the Cure Wounds ability. Would be my guess.
Would have been Max if he had been here.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Nobody wants to see that kid.
anyway, I mean, there's 7 points of HP. Lyra's squishier, so she needs more.
It's true.
So yeah, I don't think I can move anymore, can I?
You could move back where you were, or you could kind of
Okay.
step up to the top of the staircase. It's up to you. You'd
Yeah.
be in the way of both Lyra and Rhodus if you step up, but at least you'll be there. If you back up, then you can maybe make it to the front again, or depending on where the fight takes you afterwards.
Right. I think I'm gonna try to steer near these two for right now. So I'll just stay where I'm at.
Alrighty, sounds good. In that case, going back over here. Up next, we have Lyra. It's your turn.
Okay.
Just 'cause you cat.
I'm gonna move up to the top of the stairs.
10, 20, 25.
But I don't want to block the stairs for
Yeah.
like Rhodus.
You have
so-
another 5 feet that you can move onto any of these spaces.
Oh,
or
okay.
this way.
Cool.
Just not this way. And this technically means going back down. Or
Cool.
up. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Also, quick, just question about the room.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now everything is just gray for me. Is there any light in here at all?
There does not seem to be a light source in here.
So I still can't see anything.
Oh shit,
Oh,
so you're
no.
technically blind right now. Alright, I'll give you the blind condition for now.
Well,
I thought someone gave you dark vision.
A familiar, but none of them
Oh.
are around right now.
You guys had debated giving her dark vision, but she, yeah, Lyra was just like, no, it's fine. I've got another way, but just don't ask any questions about it.
Yeah, and that went away. So,
or Lothario.
what? Hold on. Will you, just post the blinded? Because I don't know what all it entails.
You're bad at every attacking thing, and everything is good at attacking you.
But can I still attack?
Yes.
Yeah, you're just bad at
You
it.
essentially,
Okay.
the way that 5th edition handles lack of sight perception is that you can hear where it is. You can maybe feel displacement of air.
Gotcha.
So you kind of know where they're at, but it's going to be with disadvantage.
Cool. Well, yeah, I assumed it would be just do your best, but I wasn't sure if it meant I could even attack at all.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what kind of attack you want to do. If it says you have to see the target, you can't.
Oh, that's true. Let me look real quick.
Which is one of my biggest gripes about cantrips in particular.
The reason he just came up with that too is like we had a wonderful fight, I believe, last yesterday, that imposed essentially heavy obscuration, which also imposes blind conditions. And I mean, it was one hell of a fight.
Yeah, no, it just made me think about how like spellcasters with their cantrips that also you have to see the target get screwed more than archers do in that scenario, because you can at least try and plunk at what you hear, but technically you have to see the target for your cantrip, and I'm like, well, that's kind of shitty. So
Luckily, Eldritch Blast just says toward a
Just
creature
says
within
creatures
range.
in range. Yeah.
So you're okay.
So I'll just stumble another little step forward, bleep, and try and attack whichever one sounded the closest to me, which I guess
Probably
would it be this guy on the stairs. Oh, this guy down here. Yeah. The people I can't
you're
see
doing
because everything
closest,
is
yeah.
gray. Yeah. So yeah.
So double right click or hover press T to target, if you wouldn't mind.
Right. All right. Disadvantage.
So it should be already baked in because you're blind now.
Oh, because I'm blind. Got it.
All right, even with disadvantage, that is going to be an 18, which is absolutely a hit.
And then the second one.
even better hit.
And a 21 to hit is another hit. The thug is still standing, however.
Maybe I should just always be blind.
If you have the lucky feat, yeah, that's great.
Is this how Rhoda starts getting better rolls? Did we just blind him permanently?
So Brian, listen,
Starting
we
to
did this
draw
for Rhodus' benefit.
Draw some Samson parallels there.
I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action anymore. So that's it.
Do you want to move 5 feet? Oh no, you already moved 5 feet.
I
That is
did.
right. That brings us to Roro. Alex, what does Rhodus do? Raggy?
He will move the 5 feet up the stairs.
He's gonna get mad, probably.
I don't know how many more of those he has.
Oh, he still has 3 of them, so he has plenty.
How does he have 3 left? He didn't use
3
one
out of
during the
4.
campaign? Oh no, 3 out of 4. That's why.
Yeah, 3 out of 4. That's why. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have plenty of ranges to go all day. He will. I don't. What's his movement though? Is the question.
40.
60
okay, so
if he were to rage this turn.
Oh, so he has plenty of movement. All right, he will bonus action rage,
Roger, go ahead and click on it. Beautiful. He is Roger-ing.
and then he will go and charge this person, and then make 2 attacks. Great weapon master.
All
Is
right,
there
let me
like
turn
a
it on.
But will
And
he-
then
recklessly?
and reckless
Recklessly
sounds
great.
good. And target the guy.
Okay.
Ah.
Yep, and then he's gonna die. Hopefully. And I just click it, and it's super good.
That one is a hit, and indeed it cuts the person in half.
I'm guessing he cannot make it to the other ones because that was a lot of
Should be able to.
movement.
So that was 35 feet of movement.
He raged so he can move another 25, right?
Yes, but
Or yeah, 25 total.
the problem is no, not from where he is at now. I think.
No, it says 25 right there. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
again, you
yeah.
moved 5 feet to get to that spot right there. So whatever you're measuring there is plus another 5 feet. And so you
What
can
if-
move 60 feet, so that means you can move 55 feet right now total.
He can move 65.
How can you move 65? It is another
'Cause
half.
he gets 25 plus 40, right?
How does he get 25? I thought it was just half your movement added on.
Just 20.
20 plus 40.
Oh, bummer.
What if he moved here to begin with?
Yes. What if I moved there to begin with? Oh no, that's still 25.
What if he
Damn it.
was so mad he threw his sword and that's 10 feet?
He could try that. It wouldn't be pretty, but he could certainly try.
No, the pass on the throwing of the sword.
That's so unfortunate, because he gets another attack since he killed that guy.
I know, right? I was like, oh, we could just totally just. All right,
Don't you
well.
No, he doesn't
Sound
actually
resist-
because he uses bonus action to rage. So
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
do have an extra attack, but I do not actually have a javelin. It says adamantine javelin 0.
it's true.
Inventory.
What he could do, I mean, he could move closer and throw a dagger. that is a thing.
No, I don't want to waste his dagger. Yeah, I don't know if that's precious to Rodus. You know, like what if the dagger was his, his mother's gift to him? I don't know. Like,
But
We
no,
might-
Rodus had a dagger.
We might need that dagger to blind him later. For better
Think
roll.
it's just a
Dagger
toothpick?
He swings a dagger in the bar fight.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're right. I was
Right.
drunk.
Rodus has 20 feet of movement left, though, right?
Effectively, yes.
Yeah. So he'll just move here. Be ready to attack things.
He can throw the dagger. It's still a
Alright,
thing.
All right. We'll throw the dagger then.
The
If
other
only
thing to
anyone in
consider.
this campaign had reach on their weapon.
I mean,
I know, right?
realistically, we can just find the dagger after combat. I can cast Produce Flame.
That's fair. That's fair. All right.
Rodus can cast light too. He's done that before.
I
Everyone's
That's
think
true.
pirate can see
it
the
added the
dark.
Great Weapon Master on there, so let's keep it.
Yeah, I know. Also, technically, it is not with the with advantage because again, reckless I think only applies to melee weapon attacks you make. However, the
Ranged melee
17
weapon.
was the first roll that you did, so shouldn't have been -5 either. So minus 10 damage max on that one at least. I think you can use if you're using the dagger as a thrown weapon because it has the thrown weapon thing. You can use your strength mod for it. So that is going to be 10 points of damage, and he kills that thug as well. As Rhoda's just like running across. Let's say we had the greatsword out anyway. Kind of takes the dagger from no one, as it just like embeds itself in the forehead of the thug, and the thug drops dead.
Oh, well, now it'll be easy to retrieve the dagger. We know where it is.
Yeah.
Man, Rodus does so much better when Brissa's not watching.
And Lyra saw none of it. Not a single part of it.
You heard the
That's all
screams of two people in the darkness.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. It could have been Rodus.
Well,
Maybe he screams like a dying thug. I don't know.
Well, now,
You
and,
scream
and
like
now
a
she
dying
doesn't
thug.
know. She doesn't know if they're dead either. They just scream.
I don't know
Alrighty.
what's going on at all.
As that brings us to an end for Rodus, this guy kind of seems to be trying to move through the stuff happening to him because of the magnified gravity, and is going to try to make a. Actually, is going to say screw it and rushes forward at Rodus and is going to make 2 swings. First swing is going to be a hit. For 4, reduced down to 2 points of piercing damage or bludgeoning damage. Second strike, also a hit. 6, reduced down to 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Ends its turn there. All right. Now, you guys see one of these guys furiously kind of readjust something, and you suddenly see as the spout that seems to be in this weird massive metal contraption that is just hanging with all of this piping running to it from the ceiling and from the ground below, seemingly kind of suspended. You certainly, for those that see, you seem to see a metallic heart just hanging in the balance there. As the spout seems to readjust itself, pointing towards Lyra. You
This
see,
sounds like it would look real cool.
it would look amazing. And in fact, for a second there, Lyra, you suddenly see light as another one seems to be turning some kind of a valve or something like that. As you see some kind of a red light appear, and then there's this flame, this jet of flame is just starting to pour out and towards your guys' direction.
Cool.
Glad Roto went over here.
Oh man, is it just me?
Yup.
Oh, why is it not going the other way? Weird. I can only turn it one way. Alrighty.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
Minnow.
As the
Oh.
fire kind of shoots through the open parts of the thing, Minos and Lyra, I need both of you guys to make me dex saving throws, if you would.
You got it.
It's, absorb elements as well.
Oh shit, JK. There is no save on that.
Cool.
That's brutal.
That is brutal.
Can I try anyways, just to see what would happen?
Sure, go for it. I rolled really bad on damage, so that's the upside at the very least.
It was a 10.
Wasn't so hot. That's right. All right, Lyra, you take 5 points of fire damage. Minos, you casting your spell.
I was going to, and then I did not see it in my spellbook, so I want to make sure that it actually happened.
Those are all the spells that you had on the other server, which I think we had gone over and sanctified. You want to use a spell slot on 5 points of fire damage. Let me ask you this before you go too deep into the rabbit hole.
Nope.
All right, sounds good. As you take 5 points of fire damage, I do need you to make me a concentration check. Alrighty, maintain concentration on the Hunter's Mark. That brings us to the top of the round. Yanni, it's your turn. Oh, by the way, technically the thing is ongoing. God damn it.
Did it?
In that case, I am going to move over here. I am going to take aim at the guy who turned on the fire with my bow. And I should have my charm use of the bow back, right?
Let me double check.
Yeah, that was back in the bar. That I
In the
used.
bar fight,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Ah,
I guess I'm not gonna be using it unless he's got really shit for. armor
Nope,
class.
that one is a miss.
Yeah. No. Then I'll just get myself a little bit closer and call it a day.
Alrighty, Minos, it is your turn.
Alright, well, we're going to get right up on out of here. For our 45.
One thing as well to keep in mind, technically they are up on the thing, kind of crouched down, doing their stuff, so there's going to be half cover up top. Do you have anything that ignores cover, Minos?
Yep. But that's good, because I will change my battle tactic a little bit. I will.
I will try and add this though. Let me see if I can't
I was
have.
about to say, if it's still doing its thing, can I see?
You should. Yes, I think so. I think that's fair. No, that's not what I wanted. Damn it.
I'm currently engulfed in flame.
First attack on the guy by Rotus.
Oh man.
That is a hit. 1 second.
Oh,
Just straight into the fire.
Don't look into the fire, Lyra. No.
This
Alrighty.
is the best day of my life.
Alright, and then a second attack.
Alrighty, both hits, still kicking.
David, you didn't tell me you were making fried chicken in game.
Fried siren, it's super expensive. That one is a miss.
Delicacy.
You rolled
Also
a 1
borderline
for all
cannibalistic.
3 of those.
Oof.
That was very sad.
Pretty bad damage. And then that's it.
Alrighty, sounds good. Kasaria. You suddenly, as you're just like, 10 feet down below, around the curve, suddenly there's just like fire burning.
Oh. So it's 20 feet to get up top, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what? I'd be like right here,
You would step directly into the fire, yes.
but I would be right here.
Yes.
Okay. Would I be able to go over here?
Yeah.
Or is that like 10 feet for me to like jump up and out of the fire?
I mean, you will pass through the fire.
Okay. But I mean, I just need to make sure I'm not ending my turn in the fire. That's
The way this one is set up is kind of weird. I think that one is kind of poorly worded. I'm not gonna make you guys take double damage. So if you get hit by it, but if you enter it into it again, it's going to do the damage again.
so.
Sounds like
if
a
I were
Cloud
to
of
get-
Dagger conversation, huh, Ephraim?
So I would still take damage just the once.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have anything prepped for that either. Let me look. Would warding wind be able to keep this flame from around me? Because it says it extinguishes unprotected flames in areas that are torch size. Oh, areas torch size. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
A cool thought, though.
Yeah, right.
Like
Okay, yeah. I don't
airbend it
have.
out
I
of
don't
the
have
way.
anything. I don't have anything prepped that could do anything possibly, but fuck it. I'm still gonna have to get up there anyway because like Rose needs some healing. So yeah, I'll go through it and I'll move.
Righty. 15 feet of movement gets you right there. You take 5 points of fire damage and end up there.
Oh, it's only 15, huh?
Why does it refocus on you?
And
That's
I'll
so
go 5. Yeah, I'll move right here next to Lyra, and then
smells nice. Crunchy chicken. Crispy.
Probably doesn't smell nice. I feel like burnt feathers probably smell as bad as burnt hair.
That's true.
Here's worse, but feathers aren't pleasant. Mostly smoky.
I mean, I also have hair, so I mean, it probably smells like both.
It smells like burning bull hair in here, so take that as you will.
Oh, right.
let's see. Oh, so Rodus wouldn't be too far away for a healing word. Okay, cool. And I'd be able to see Rodus, wouldn't I, since I have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll toss a healing word his way, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast it at a high level.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That's better.
Let's just hit a double. And then that's within 10 feet. 30 feet. Would I be able to reach this guy? Is this 30 feet away?
You're one off, so he's 30 feet away, 15 feet up in the air. I don't think so.
Okay.
You still have movement left, though.
That is also true.
Yeah, I have like 10 more feet, don't I?
Mm.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll move up here. Would I be able to hit him now? If he's 30, like, would he be 30 feet away?
Now he's
Within
within the
reason?
30 feet, yeah, depending on what you want to do.
Okay. Because I was going to try to cast Thorn Whip on him and pull him
Alright, go
closer.
ahead and double right click on him if you would.
Okay.
Didn't target. Hover and press T, maybe that'll do it.
Wait,
I rolled.
There we
I
go.
saw the 4 and the 8 roll. It hits
There we
Lyra
go.
as you. You didn't have advantage on that, so that should have been the 4. That is a miss.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Alrighty, sounds good. Lyra, you are feeling a little too hot. Hot Gold Summer is just too hot for you.
Great. We're doing great. I'm gonna move here. Actually, if I move through it this way, will I take damage again?
No.
Okay. Then I want to move down here. Just kidding.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah. Because I feel like maybe if we stay apart, they won't be able to hit all of us with this fire. And then I'll just try and shoot a couple shots at the guy up here.
Alright, go ahead and target them. And there's going to be some cover involved, but go for it.
But I got Spell Sniper.
Oh, true that. Alright, so just straight blind shots.
I mean, it's still disadvantage, but...
Boom.
But it's disadvantage without cover adding to the AC.
right,
Exactly.
yeah. Here's
Doesn't
the
matter.
first
It doesn't
one.
matter. Alrighty, the first one is a miss.
Damn it. Here's the next one. Damn it.
Oh.
Your fate strings try to reach out and grasp onto something, but you just can't. You don't know exactly where they are.
I don't know where I'm at, so I'm just gonna stay here.
Alrighty. That brings us to Rotus.
Rodus will, recklessly, Great Weapon Master attack the person in front of him that attacked him
Sounds
because
good.
that was very mean of him.
That is a hit.
Dead.
And dead as dead gets.
Oh.
All right, now Rodus, he's still raging. Can he make it up to this man somehow?
So the thing is, 15 feet up in the air, you don't have a climb speed. Minos does though. But as he would have to climb up, you would run up. Let's see, that would be about 15 feet to get to the machine, 20 feet to get to that sprig thing. And you only have 40 feet of movement right now.
Oh, I don't have 60 because of the rage?
It's
Is it
just
Correct,
when
it's-
you rage.
It's
It's
turn
just
that
that
you rage.
turn.
And you
Okay.
can't re-rage now because you have to stop your rage first as a bonus action in order to be able to re-rage again.
But there's one
I have to
thing
look
good.
that up too.
You can
Um,
pull the dagger out of that guy's head and throw the dagger.
You
You
could
sure
do that.
shit could.
You definitely could if you wanted to.
Do it.
I will pull the dagger out and throw the dagger again.
All right, sounds good. That
And
is going to be with cover, but go ahead and make your attack.
Oh.
Aww.
Hard miss.
It'll
As
go
this time the
somewhere.
dagger just poof, 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 and then just disappears, never to be seen again. Rodus's
Oh.
mother's keepsake, the only thing that was important to him.
I know, I just lost it. But he
Zero
will, he
remorse.
will he will move towards this and then start shimming up it, I guess.
Right, sounds good. So I believe since that was about 20 feet of movement, you can make it another 10 feet up. So you're not quite where you need to be. You'll have to climb another 10 feet essentially, and then you can jump onto that and you'll be within striking distance.
Okay, so he is now climbing though.
Yes, he is.
All right. That's all that Rotus wrote.
Rotus wrote. All right. This one is going to step up actually on Rotus and is going to make some attacks downward. First attack is
Over,
going to...
Anakin. I have the high ground.
Exactly. It's going to be a hit, but 1 point of damage because Roro is raging. Another attack, 6 points, reduced down to 3 points of bludgeoning damage. That brings us to the next thug, who ends up just yelling something up. My lady, they're almost here! We're getting overrun! And is essentially just shifts the thing more. I'll roll for this one. All right. Other way. Sorry, the thing ends up starting to move your way.
Ugh.
As you
See
take
you now, though.
13 yeah, you watch as the thing just kind of cuts across and then suddenly just bathes Casaria in fire as she's just starting to definitely shimmer with the heat of it and looking a little rough there. Alrighty, that is going to end their turn. Yanni, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try and shoot that dude again.
Shoot that dude again. Shoot that dude again. Shoot that dude that shoot that dude that shoot that dude again.
Good. Wow.
Hey, this time it is a hit.
I would like to try and charm him with my short bow of cupidity, unless he died.
Alrighty.
Because I don't think he'd been hit yet.
Makes the whiz save on that and
Of
is still
course.
alive.
0 for 2 with the damn bow.
It's gonna be real cool if it works, though.
It's just gonna work in Lutheria and then it'll be lol lol lol.
What's it take? Like, are these couple of squares right here, like a squeeze because of the piping?
Because it's you, Yanni, you can make it through without having to worry too much.
Okay. What about this one right here?
Yeah,
Can I
you
still
can make
get
it to
into
right
that
there.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Right, roger
No
that.
bonus action.
No bonus action, is that what you said?
No, yeah, I'm complete.
Alrighty, Minos, that is you.
Alright, it's 15 feet up, right?
So you will have to start climbing with one of these supports as they're actually the ones that lead up to it. Other than that, there's actually like stuff that holds it up in the air. Essentially, there's an empty space underneath the machine heart.
How high?
That is about 15 feet-ish up.
The gongs
feet
are
up,
15 feet up. Alright, change of plans then. Actually, can I climb up either side of the ladder?
It would be... You know, have you ever played like one of those survival games where if you climb up the wrong side of the ladder, you just go against the wall? You do want to climb from the side that you're currently on so that you can actually go through what you believe to be a hatch.
I'll just go up there and I'll climb up 15 feet and make my attack.
Alrighty. No bonus action attack because you have to hold on with at least one hand, especially since you have hooves.
But I can trade hands.
Too gimmicky on that one.
Can I use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark?
Sure, yeah, for sure. Which one?
This guy here.
Sounds good. All right, 17 is going to be a hit. Go ahead and roll your Hunter's Mark damage.
Yeah.
Still kicking. Another hit. Go ahead and roll your Hunter's Mark.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Hey, doesn't matter though. As you decapitate that guy, as the Sharkman kind of flies back towards you.
Alright, and let's see. I
10 feet, 15 feet, so that's 25. You know what? I'll climb back down. I'll move 10 feet towards that support.
I mean, you can also, so you can climb down 5 feet if you want to, and then just drop down without taking damage.
Fine, I'll do that.
I'm just trying to give you as
20
much
feet
movement as
towards-
possible.
You could just jump.
Yes, well,
That'd be cool looking.
won't happen. He doesn't have the long jump for it. Not with his, not Rotus athletic.
All right, end your turn there.
Yep, that's it.
Roger that. Casaria, you are feeling a little too hot. Too hot to handle.
Yeah. There's only one thug, isn't there?
That you can see, yes.
Oh, that I can see, huh?
Just DM habit.
You got to say it every time, or you forget the time it matters.
Exactly.
I mean,
Because then I say yes, and there's like, oh, there's like 17 more creatures.
I'm just debating if there's like, because I realized I actually did have a spell that could help with this fire, but I'm like, is it worth it if we only have one left?
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Oh, you gonna put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it, David? Wait, hold on. Let me pull the camera back up. Let me watch. Where are you at? Okay. Yeah. I could. Because I could cast Wall of Water, but it seems like it might be moot if there's not going to be somebody else operating this thing after. It's not going to damage me when I step out now, right? Because I've already been
No.
hit by it?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, well, then I'll take a couple of steps down here. Is this like a pillar or something that I can hide behind?
It's a ladder.
No, it's just a ladder.
Oh, okay. Would I be able to climb up it and away from the fire?
You can start to, yeah. So it's 5,
Okay.
10, 15, and then
And I already
25. You
moved
can make
that.
it 5 feet up the ladder.
Like above the fire, though? Is he?
The way that the fire kind of like burns down in this curtain, no, but you don't know if they're gonna, if they survive, if they're gonna target you again necessarily.
Yeah, that's true.
Does Minos have time to say something?
Sure.
He would shout over.
You do know he shouted up when he said the lady, they're about to overrun us.
Scusi.
That's you.
That's what Minos sounds like when he shouts.
As the thug is just like,
No, it's okay. You take your time. Really think this through. So I'll just hold this in this direction. Everybody, keep your places.
Who's he talking to? All of his friends are dead.
Minos, I see you move that hoof. No, you're supposed to be in that 5 foot square. Why is it 5 foot? We don't even use feet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use Cure Wounds on myself for right now.
this 5 hoof square.
Oh,
It only works
Yeah.
good if you do it on someone else.
yeah, it really. That's true. It's true.
All right, so you start
Yeah.
climbing up 5 feet. Got it.
And then that Cure Wounds is for me. And that's my turn.
Sounds good. All right, Lyra.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hit this general area.
All right, sounds good. Go to make your attacks. Come on.
Ugh. Oh.
9.
Ugh.
9.
Isaiah.
I'm gonna just keep going until I hit a wall. So I'll go down. And that's where I feel safe. So that's it. I'm done.
Okay, Rotus.
Alright, so Rotus will move up onto the platform.
Alrighty, so that is going to be 15
5.
feet of movement right there, technically.
Oh, that's 15 feet
Mhm.
already?
Because you have to climb up the 5 and then jump onto that spot.
Alright, so can I get to this guy?
Yeah, I mean, Rotus has plenty of movement. Go for it.
Alright. Boo. Be like, hello.
You're just so fast, you almost run over the edge there.
And
Bro,
then
you're
I
screwing
will,
up my aim.
I will Great Weapon Master recklessly attack this man.
Forget to target and go for it.
Either this man.
Target.
Oh,
Natty 20.
Brian, are you watching? This is how it's supposed to work.
Alrighty,
Ooh,
as Brodus just kind of
35
like
damage.
almost runs over the edge, the thug is just like desperately trying. Seeing that Kasaria and Lyra are now in a perfect line, was going to burn them to the crisp, but instead Brodus goes, and you end up hacking into this person as he goes flying like in two halves off of this thing.
Darth Maul.
All right.
Wow, 2 prequel references so far tonight. I don't
and,
even like the prequels.
and we talked about Star Wars earlier.
Can Minos grab
True.
a hold of this nozzle?
Good old juicy
Yeah.
Wallace.
And as you kind of like
Judy Lawless.
turn it shut, the flame disappears.
Oh, I didn't say I was turning it shut.
Yeah, that
Yep.
was Rodus's anyway.
Yeah.
But turns it shut.
No.
Point it towards that hatch.
Yeah, the
You
one
can't-
Kasaria's in.
That one you can kind of go back and forth, but it doesn't seem to go past like halfway point in the room itself. It's like
Point
a
it towards the stairs so we don't get flanked from behind.
That was my initial plan, and then if some stuff started coming down the ladder, I was going to redirect it that way.
All right, what do you do, Minos?
He'd like to point the nozzle towards the stairs for now, and then if people start coming down the stairs, he may
It's good.
reassess or down the ladder.
This might be an inopportune moment to inform everyone of this, but I can't see anything.
Johnny,
That must suck. Huh.
there's a weird metal heart thing up here. You want to take a look at it?
Sure. I guess I'll scamper up and. What are we looking at?
Make me an investigation check. As you check it out, you definitely realize this is in some kind of ingenious construction that seems to be fueling the Colossus itself in its functioning. And as such, it is literally the heart of the Colossus. You believe this is quintessential to make the thing work.
So the good news is I think if we break this thing, the Colossus doesn't work anymore. The bad news is I think if we break this thing, the Colossus doesn't work anymore. And that's going to piss off Akastus and maybe even, I don't know, some other people that we actually like.
Well, we don't have to break it necessarily. We can always just liberate it.
Are there any pieces that Minos could use for his owl?
All the pieces
Ooh,
here
give
seem
it
to
a-
be pretty large and kind of like bolted to it.
Don't break my father's statue. I don't know. However Rodus's voice would say it, you know.
Oh man, do you know what I just realized? I had a cool gem that totally would be helpful in this situation.
No, you don't. You gave it away.
I had one.
Friends
And
don't
so
give away
did Brissa, and neither of them are here at the moment, so
It's almost like you were given a specific utility tool to help you out with a certain disadvantage that your character has, but you chose to mindlessly trade it away for mere trinkets which you can't even enjoy the fruits of.
but they look cool.
And they're
Can I
heckin'
have some
heavy.
pepper
You
with
probably
that
can't carry
salt?
them either.
What?
Could I have some pepper with that salt?
So how is the heart fastened in here?
Very solidly. Like this is incredible craftsmanship. Whoever constructed this definitely knew what they were doing. And Yanni, you wonder if Vulcan actually had a hand in constructing the heart.
I said leave it.
You know, as much as he talks shit about his kid, I think Vulcan might have helped build this.
That makes sense. I don't know.
Now, when we all jumped in here, they had the fire pointed into the thing, right?
Yeah, the fire point.
Uh,
What? Sorry.
The
The fire was pointing into the heart thing.
That's true. What happens if we point it back?
I don't want to do that.
the fire wasn't even on when we first got in here, right?
Mm-mm. You guys are like this line of fire is just pouring out of the heart. You're not quite sure how long it's going to maintain like that. For now, the pressure seems to be pretty steady.
I'll keep it on indefinitely. I will run out of juice.
I think that's more lava than juice.
Slack.
Just saying.
This looks like fire to me.
Well, I was going for more of a liquid concept, but yeah.
I think we can come to a magnanimous decision.
Okay.
Go on.
I don't think you said that word right.
So, I'm safe bet is Brissa is upstairs, right?
I mean, unless she's down the other leg, there's not really anywhere else she could be if she's in here, right?
I mean, they were shouting up top to the lady, weren't they?
So should we,
Burn the whole place to the ground? Yes, we should.
Do we need to take a rest first, or do we just want to go?
I mean,
I don't know. Is it intermission time?
I think that seems
I kinda have to
be
pee.
ill-advised.
but I can just go do that in the corner.
yeah, I don't know if sleeping inside of the statue is the best. Or resting, really, would be the greatest.
Sorry, could you do that thing where you put that little glowy orb on the ground and then we all get heals?
I didn't prep Healing Spirit today.
Oh, okay, well that makes me sad.
Do I have to hold the nozzle for it to stay in a direction, or does
Nope.
it just stay?
It is controlled by a valve, and it seems like there's a lot of like I forget what they're called, but moving parts that grind and have gear elements to it. It's I want to say accentuated. That's not the right word. What is the word? Damn it.
Articulated?
Articulated. Like there's a lot of articulated parts to it that let it move almost like on a swivel. Accentuated.
Alright, I guess we're going up then.
Well, I was gonna say, we had backup coming, and perhaps we didn't want to burn to a cinder, but I assume that they have the skills in Darwinism enough to know not to walk into a flaming beam of lava.
Is that a Minotaur word?
We could probably, yeah, that is true. We do have backup coming. We should probably turn it off.
No.
We have backup? Oh.
Yeah, the guard. He was gonna go get backup.
Well, odds are they won't get here in time to actually be of any use anyway. So,
But it would be really awkward if we burned all of them.
At this
to a
rate.
crisp.
I mean,
We
I
just
would
keep
hope that they
talking,
would
maybe
keep
they'll
it.
show up.
They just walk up the stairs one at a time.
It's just like Bethesda
Bethesda
style NPC AI. It's just like, ah! I am overburdened. Ah! Walking in a perfect line.
Overburdened.
Up the ladder.
Uppy.
Rangers, lead the way.
Uppy,
Yeah, Venus will
uppy.
go first.
I mean,
Uppy.
that is what my daughter likes to say sometimes when she wants to go.
He will
So you guys
specifically
are making me
climb
think of-
slowly so that the people who don't have hooves and aren't very good at climbing can catch up.
Okay, mountain goat. Minos.
Wait,
Alright,
wait, are we-
calm
are
down.
we going
Keyword
up the
mean.
ladder I'm on?
He's mean O's. Hang on,
What?
there's one thing I gotta do really quick as we do that.
What
How
you
do
say,
you-
Justin?
What's the marching order, by the way? Sorry.
I said, are we going up the ladder that I'm on?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going up first. Fuck that. I'll stir up Minos' ass.
maybe like me and Minos take the lead because we tend to be a little bit quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, then Rhodas. Larmer
You're muted, Alex.
I just said, and then I'll go. I guess you know.
Bro, do you have a cold? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
You guys.
He misses Brissy. He's been crying.
Aww.
Same.
Minos, do you want to go first, or do you want me to like?
3.0?
Do you want to go first, Minos, or do you want me to kind of sneak up there first?
I'm equally sneaking my own right, but if you would rather take the lead,
I would rather not.
I'll go first then.
Okay.
I think between the combat and downtime, Hunter's Mark's probably worn off unless it's an hour at this level, but I don't think it is.
It hasn't been a full hour, so you definitely still have it up for a bit. And you guys didn't get a short rest in, so.
Oh, it is an hour. Yeah.
Alrighty, so Minos is going first. Kasaria is looking up at his ass. Or Yanni's going second. Who's going second after Minos?
I mean, Minos has a big ass, so I can
I am.
probably go behind Danny.
Sure.
Where's the light coming from?
You. I cast
You.
it on you.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You are the light.
Oh.
He cast it on the inside of your eyelids.
Oh no. I can't, it won't go away.
I would
I saw the sign.
First, I would have cast it on the nose, but we'll just say that it's cast it on your nose.
Like probably like a pendant or something like that would definitely work.
No, it's a nose. 100% the nose.
So it's just like constantly shining in her eyes.
So I'm still blind. If I'm the light, I'll stay in the back then.
More
'cause
right?
I don't wanna.
Boy, right.
Alright, so Minos first. Who goes next?
Yanni.
Alrighty. Bro
As you're
next?
Climbing up the ladder, you realize that under the battle kilt that Minos wears, there's just a loincloth that says juicy on the butt.
Perfect.
Nice.
That's just how I like my steaks, juicy.
USDA approved.
Is it Ro and then Kasaria, or Kasaria and then Ro?
Either or. Cause we'll put Ro here because he might be higher on the initiative because he has the D8.
Oh right, yeah.
I've still got low health, so I'm trying to use a couple of people as meat shields
Yeah,
while
wild
still
eight.
appreciating this juicy loincloth.
I'm using everyone as a meat shield.
Alrighty, climbing up. Now back into climbing territory. Minos, you make your way up fairly quickly, having to kind of hold off until the rest of them get there. As you get to the top, you look around, and what you see in this room is a spherically arranged inside of the cranium, clearly the head of the Colossus. Two circular glass windows overlook the ocean to the south, and you can see as you can see, there's just like the beautiful morning sun glittering across it. Heavy silk curtains line the rest of the chamber, and as you kind of look towards the backside and are just kind of coming up the ladder kind of carefully and look over, you see there's a beautiful woman wearing a platinum helmet that lounges on a hammock next to what appear to be three lifelike statues of a dwarf, an elf, and a gnome. A strange white orb swings gently on a bronze chain at the center of the room, creating just like a little bit of light right there, bouncing back and forth. As you come up and kind of stop there, you hear the voice go, "I was wondering how long it was going to take you to get here." Why is this not doing the thing? Oh yeah, I have to click
We
there.
already know that Minos wants to sleep with her, so if you want to just get that out of the way.
Right, yeah. Black screen. You guys just stay on the ladder as you guys hear a bunch of howling.
We're waiting for
The
backup.
rest of you can all stay there for a minute. I got some business to take care of. Let me be the negotiator here.
Is Minos a baddie?
I mean, I've kind of wondered.
All right, Minos, what do you say?
Before he crests over the edge, he says,
I'm guessing those lifelike statues, that's you're doing.
You are just as perceptive as they said you were. You can step onto there. And as you do, you can see that at her feet is an unconscious Brissa.
Yay, not dead.
Whoa.
Now,
But full health, right? You know that one.
nope. As she says, I'm guessing you brought the rest of your crew with you as well. There is something I would like to discuss with all of you, if you don't mind.
all right, but how attractive is this snake lady?
Pretty attractive.
Well, you haven't had to make a saving throw yet, so I'm guessing you haven't seen her.
The form is attractive overall.
All right, being the womanizer that Minos Minos is, he doesn't look where her eyes are, being up here.
Oh.
You actually can't really see them anyway. It seems like there's like a little bit of like a, I would call it an awning. I don't know what it's called for a helmet, but it seems to be kind
A
of covering.
visor?
Yeah, it's like a visor over it.
Oh, she's cycling.
And we've got a thing happening with one of our players. So since we are almost at break time, let's take a quick break there. We'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. Thank you. And we're going to be back in hopefully 5 to 10 minutes. See you guys soon.
Well, I really gotta pee.
Alrighty, as we pick it back up here, in case you missed it, the group was able to battle their way up the Colossus of Pitor as Alex's dogs decided to, nope, no interesting roleplay for you, damn it, Roof! And we had Minos kind of take the charge up the stairs there as he saw a well-built, youngish looking woman with a platinum helmet address him, seemingly knowing who he is. As you stepped into the interior of the Colossus's head, there's drapes covering everything on the interior here, and overall you can just tell that yeah, this place is lusciously designed. She's still in her hammock, and you see Brissa kind of crumpled unconscious next to her. As you guys had started chatting, she asked whether the rest of the your crew had come with you to this point. You guys can hear the conversation kind of echoing down, by the way.
Well, I guess that depends. Is that a single hammock or a double?
She kind of seems to cock her head to the side a little bit. We're here to discuss business. I hope you're ready for that.
So you're not the sort to mix business with pleasure, is what you're saying.
Yes, that is precisely what I'm saying.
All right. Well, guess we're all coming up then.
Alrighty. As the
Room for everybody.
rest of you guys, bit by bit, kind of arrive at the top there.
Just to make sure I'm not misremembering things, we know that this woman's supposed to be a Medusa, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The thug people told us, I think. Or no, someone else did. Maybe the other siren.
Wanted to make sure that wasn't just something that we gleaned from the conversation between her and Brissa last week. And
No, someone definitely told us. We asked for him. Oh, yeah, we asked what's her face, the other siren, Ambrosia, if she knew about them. And she told us that she was a siren, or that she was a Medusa.
so I'm just
Also-
gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
Also, Minos is a hunter of monstrosities and fae, and he asked if the statues were her handiwork.
She says,
So I'm gonna just kind of stand next to Ro and hold on to like his pants or whatever, and just kind of close my eyes and just like not look at anything.
sounds good. As she says, why, yes, it is. There is a standing agreement that I am obligated to continue delivering upon as things stand currently, and there is a very powerful patron who enjoys having very, shall we say, lifelike statues displayed in her lair. Now, I see the gleam in your eyes, big guy. Here is the thing about me, the Lady of Coin. The position that I find myself in is not the position that I should have been in, not the birthright that I should find myself in. And in fact, I find myself cursed into this position. I try to approach your group about this. Well, I should say that my underling very non-tactfully approached you. For this, I am sorry. He certainly misunderstood finesse and thought that he could brute force his way into, well, this discussion. That was not supposed to happen. I believe at this point you have bled enough of my troops to call it even, shall we?
And it's not even until we get our comrade back.
Oh, she kind of like pats Brissa. You don't see any like bruises upon Brissa. You can, however, tell that she is unconscious. like 0 HP, kind of unconscious. Like she was definitely, yeah, knocked unconscious.
Does it seem like a healing spell would bring her back?
Could. You don't know how that might accelerate certain circumstances within thing. If you guys want to skip over the roleplay, we can definitely do that. I'm fine with just running the combat. It's fine.
Oh, no.
I'd rather skip over the combat. Let's roleplay.
We could do that. I'm fine with that too. It's easier to run.
I feel like Rose would be like, you also have to leave the statue of my father. I don't know. You would
Oh,
think
for
he
sure.
said that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I feel
makes
like-
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That would totally be a Rose thing.
Yeah.
She goes, you know what? As much as I've enjoyed the pristine view over the Cerulean Gulf, it is a little cramped. Truly, what I long for is to return to the island where I really should be. I tell you what, if you might be so inclined as to help me out with my little issue, we'll go without a fight. And ideally, I'll only ever come back for vacation. Maybe not even. There is an island within the Cerulean Gulf, the island of Themis, the island of the Amazons. That is where I would like to return to. And that is where I rightfully belong. So, would you be interested in exchange for the return of your comrade here and the cessation of any aggression between us, that we talk about maybe an arrangement between us?
I mean, are you here from Themis because of your curse?
Let's just say that they're interrelated, yes.
Then, even if we assisted you in returning, would they not just banish you again?
As Casaria was kind of saying that, and Minos, you had kind of started speaking. She kind of put up a finger very kind of like demeaningly towards you. Make me an insight check.
Me or
No,
Minos?
this is Minos. Well, both of you guys can if you want. All right.
I got an 11.
Sorry, you
Hooray.
get a vibe that you enjoy from this gal, but you can't quite put a finger on it. Minos, on the other hand, you immediately get the sense as she goes, "Hush, the women are talking." That this Medusa is a misinterest through and through.
Is it what?
He
Hates
hates
men.
men.
Oh.
Misandry, opposite of misogyny. Well, technically, same thing, different target.
Yeah, no. I get what you're talking about now.
What were you saying though, Casaria? I apologize.
Oh, I mean, I basically asked her, like, wouldn't she just be banished again because of her curse? Even if we did
Oh.
help her back.
I mean, you see, what I seek is the deposition of my dear twin sister, who currently calls herself Queen of the Amazons. Taking my birthright and taking the island back is going to be what I like to have happen. Now, if that is something that you might be interested in, you might even find yourself on the good side of the future Queen of the Amazons.
Does this involve breaking your curse or not breaking your curse in all these ambitions?
She seems kind of thoughtful, considering different options. You can see that she's an incredibly calculating individual at the very least. Could involve both, but I'm more interested in becoming queen again. I, believe it or not, actually come to enjoy this form. There is a certain power associated with it that I really enjoy.
So then you're not looking to break your curse.
I seek to reclaim my birthright. Seek power. The power that should have belonged to me. My sister
you see. She double-crossed me. She made a pact with Lutheria, who then cursed me into this form. Our entire people are now worshipping that damn dream bitch. I'm going to make sure that my sister will see her much sooner than later.
I mean, do you have any more than just us to take on these Amazons?
I have had some people within the Colossus. I'm guessing they're all dead, yes? You didn't hold back, maybe knock some unconscious? Looks around. Well, at least you're thorough. I respect that. We might need that in Themis. I have other people, obviously, throughout the city itself. I do, pride myself to be a releaser of chains. I buy as many minotaurs as we can afford and offer them freedom in exchange for working with me.
And how much trading do they have? Oh,
Doesn't bother you that all these minotaurs just happen to be male.
Doesn't even look at you, Minos, and goes, you know, the dumber sex is very good at hitting things hard, but we do need the females to do the thinking for us. But Casaria, that is your name, yes?
yes.
I believe you and I actually share an affliction, should we call it? I see that you seem to have some kind of glamour upon you. Very nice. I'm not even able to see through it. Well done.
Well, I mean, I have the gods to thank.
Ah, yes, the favorite of the gods. See, that is why I'm asking you. I have been preparing something against my sister for years now. But I believe you are going to be the fulcrum that is going to allow me to tip the scales of power into my favor and ultimately into your pockets. Again, having a queen that owes you a favor, not a bad thing in this world.
You're not wrong. But what kind of training would these Amazons have against your Minotaurs?
Oh, they would probably look down upon them, but it is something
What?
that per law we can change.
Would they be able to easily disarm them in combat is what I'm getting at. Would they be able to actually like stand a fight, or are these numbers like working towards our favor?
The Amazons, before my sister took over, were a proud people, warriors, people who were able to vanquish even the Arisian army. Since she took over, and from what my spies have told me, she has taken on the worship of Lutheria completely. She now focuses on creating maniats and the type of creatures, what do they call them, gotlings and the like, disgusting creatures, lowest of the low. So I think that their ranks are probably not as strong as they once were, which makes this a good time to strike, in my estimation.
Do I feel like she's been straight with us, or is she blowing smoke up our ass?
Make me an insight check.
I'll roll it blind.
You can tell that she is shrewd, calculating, but beyond that, especially with the helmet on, it's just kind of hard to see that there are no tells that would communicate like she's like antsy or a little too eager in the information.
Okay.
Minos
wanna-
takes out his box and shakes it a little bit, and he's like,
She had me at killing Amazons. They disrespected my bird one too many times.
You already have been to Themis. Oh, no, you are talking about the righteous bitches over at the palace. Yeah, those girls you
I
can
heard some
forget
people
about.
don't take too kindly to that word.
Righteous?
Anyways,
Alice?
at. It's definitely the at that he did.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, Casaria, you were talking and once again rudely interrupted. Please continue.
So what happens if we don't help you in returning to Themis? What do you intend to do to our friend? What claim do you have on her?
I would hate to have to, and she kind of points towards the stone figures in the room, keep my contract with a certain entity, and her eyes seem to kind of like, or like at least the sight of the helmet seems to go towards where Rhodas is standing. An entity that you might have an interest in, son of Peter. For you see, this patron that I am in a way beholden to is none other than a very powerful old dragon. A dragon that, as far as I've been able to investigate, might be responsible for the disappearance of your mother, Rotus.
I guess Rodus will get all, interested in it. He'll be like, could you lead us to this dragon?
You bet that I could. And I will tell you what. I will come with you on your travels if you go to the Cerulean Gulf with me. Do you have a ship?
We will be attaining one soon. It is, foretold, I guess, sort of, in a way.
Prophecies, yeah, all that stuff. Well, why don't you all take a moment, discuss it amongst yourself?
Would you be willing to swear an oath about this as well?
Depending on the wording, yes. I'll give you a moment to discuss, mostly because my cat is desperately trying to get out of the studio, so I'll be right back.
Huddle up. Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna go so far as to swear an oath to this. We already have one too many under our belt. But...
Yeah,
We
I'm
got
not a
like
fan of
5 too many. Rhodas, what are you thinking?
No more O's. Stop channeling Brissa.
Bristl's
Rhodas
unconscious.
has no interest in swearing an oath, but he does have interest in killing Amazons.
I think Rodus has interest in killing the Green Dragon, so Rodus is down.
I mean, if she's telling the truth, and I have no reason to think she's not, other than just I generally don't know that I trust her, but like nothing, no giveaways at least. Well, fuck all things Lutheria. So that's kind
Yeah.
of where I'm at on this.
Same. On the scale
Especially
of
if
baddies,
they're making maenads and those little goat shits and.
We should ask if she would swear that she would help us and the 5, right? Versus help us defeat Lotharia.
and probably stop turning people into stone.
I mean, if she's telling the truth about Lutheria turning her into a Medusa just because her sister made a deal with her to get the crown of the Amazons or whatever, she's probably no fan of Lutheria anyway. So
Exactly. So we get her to swear an oath that she will help us defeat Lotharia. We agree to help her take back her kingdom. It is and she helps us slay the dragon that killed my mother, or took away my mother, whatever backstory.
We can do all of that without swearing an oath. She already did ask us to take her back home.
You're awful gung-ho on this oath thing for me,
Yeah.
man. Doesn't
You're super quiet, Ephraim. I don't know if that's just for me.
Nah, he's quiet.
Out of character, this version of Rhodas is the DDEG.
More like Rothus.
So we're all cool with helping her because we don't like Lutheria, and we don't like the dragon, and we don't like the Amazon.
I mean,
I think one way to usurp a god is to definitely decrease the follower base.
I wish we had some way to like verify her story. As much as I know Minos wants to kill all Amazons, I feel like if we could make allies of them, that would be better. But if they're already on Lutheria's side, then fuck them all. They're dead.
I feel like Brissa told me that she had that spell prepared, like so maybe if we could wake up Brissa, we could ask Brissa.
I mean, the Amazons are a tribe, so they're going to respond to whoever the queen is. If we help her become queen, then who's to say that they're going to keep worshiping Lytheria?
I mean, no offense, but I don't know if they'd want to follow a Medusa.
Well, I was fairly confident when I started the sentence, but now that I've thought about it, it's gone down a little. But as far as I know, the Amazons at the palace don't worship Lutheria, so I don't think it's like a groupthink kind of situation.
They're probably just a little behind the times that their queen's following Lutheria now, so that's why they're not Lutheria worshippers.
Or, maybe they're there to keep an eye on Valis for Lutheria.
Right, yeah, see, I started the conversation with they don't follow Lutheria, but now I'm like, maybe they do follow Lutheria.
I'm gonna turn to
You're
Lyra and be
fairly.
like,
You guys are fairly confident. The palace Amazons have no. Again, there might be more intrigue that you don't know about, but overall, you didn't get the sense that they would be worshippers of Lutheria. They seem to be oath sworn to Valis.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. They do share space with that one demon guy, though, that likes Lutheria, so...
Gaius.
I'm gonna turn to
No,
Lyra.
the one with
Stygian
horns.
priest guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Lyra and be like, can't you step to the side and do a chicken dance or something and talk to the faiths about this?
I mean,
Oh.
that hurt, for one. I don't know. Last time I tried to talk to him, they didn't say anything. So
Maybe you need to sacrifice a chicken to him? Maybe that's what she was trying to say?
Maybe.
what if
How about that sacrifice?
I'm gonna turn and look back at the Lady of Coins and talk to her?
She likes ladies. She'll talk to you.
I know.
Mind you, you kind of whispered, but the place is small and fairly
Right.
it's not
And
super
it's
echoey
also-
because it is so draped over. So it was kind of quiet, but she kind of looks at you and goes, "Yes, my dear."
So here's the situation. You probably heard most of it. I'm gonna be honest. We're like 90% on your side with this whole situation. We just like to be thorough. So would you give us a chance to go talk to the Palace Amazons, who I know you don't like? They're not the greatest people, but as far as we know, they're not Lutheria worshippers. Just to verify what you've told us about your sister, the situation regarding that.
Sure. It seems somewhat odd, but I suppose that is something you could do. Here's the thing.
You're a criminal
just-
mastermind. You gotta accept that you're not coming from the most trustworthy situation.
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
very two sides of the story people. We like to
Put
hear
it-
it all.
Put it this way. I am interested in the death of those Amazons who enabled my sister to rise to power and those who will not abdicate their worship of Lutheria. I want them all dead. You have my word on it.
Yeah, no,
Told you
we're cool
before.
with that. We don't like Lutheria at all.
Not even a little bit.
That said, I would like to obviously take over something. If you are there to, and at this point her eyes do go towards Minos, kill all Amazons, you will die. But it is a coup, and it needs to be a smart coup. I am needing your help because you're powerful. You're prophesied to be heroes, to fight the Titans themselves, yes? So, that is my motivation, my big trick, so to speak. Listen, you are here. You have murdered my personal guard down here. I have every right to defend myself, and I really should at least kill one of you to make an example for what you have done here, but I also understand an opportunity when I see it. And the opportunity here is that what I have worked towards for years is now at my fingertips. I am fucking tired of being, and she kind of points towards the statues, an art collector for a megalomaniac dragon. I want to
sees my fates again. And I would like you to help me instead of standing in my way. So if you need to go run to the self-righteous women that are in the palace, go for it. If you can just trust me, then maybe we can shake hands and expedite this process somewhat, yes?
We should probably also tell the other guards that are coming to just chill. There's like other people coming, and now that we're in this situation,
I say we trust her.
I make a very good damsel in distress when I have to. I have my own glamours.
Y'all can go. I'll stay with Brissa.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Don't have
Yeah,
much.
there's certainly nobody's gonna want to talk nice when you're around if it's the Amazons we're dealing with.
Oh, you certainly can bring her back to consciousness. I just wanted to make sure that we were agreed before we finalize terms.
yeah, like I said, like 95%, we're totally on board with you.
So the only thing that you are waiting on is to have confirmation from Akira and the others that indeed my sister is now the queen of the Amazons?
No, that she worships Lutheria, and like that's how you got in this whole situation.
But they might not know that though.
Sure, whatever you need.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do one more group huddle, okay? Thanks. You're the
Oh, yeah?
best.
She rolls her eyes.
I didn't think I could get this dizzy spinning in circles with my eyes closed.
Yeah, so listen, maybe if you turn invisible and like glamour yourself as the guy in the front and then run out in the middle of the room. Oh no, wait, that was the last plan that we talked about for now.
I say
So,
we just trust her.
Yeah, I'm game with just going for it.
Let's go for it.
I mean, like I said, I think that it would be good to take a
Leap of faith.
take a hit at Lutheria's followers. I think we need to decrease belief in Lutheria.
I do think we should still do some information gathering before we get to Themis.
We could do that, but yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
we trust
yeah.
her, and we agree.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go back to the palace before we leave for sure.
It's still no oath.
For the record, I don't hate all Amazons. There were those couple in the games. They did quite well. I'm just not much of a fan of the ones that are uppity.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
Oh,
Red
no,
is
he
returned.
said that outside the huddle. Like, obviously loudly.
All right. She seems to like you two, nodding to Kasaria. Just go ahead and make the deal.
Yeah, I'll shake her hand.
Alrighty, as you step
I'm gonna turn to her
forward,
and tell her we're on.
she kind of gets out of the hammock now, and you see she actually undoes the helmet and sets it down onto the hammock. There's a
Make her move
beautiful white silken hood that kind of covers her hair furthermore as the little snakes kind of seem to kind of look about and pull back as she goes, I am extremely glad that we were able to come to terms with this then, sister.
Why can't I
Please.
see her token, by the way, David?
Why can you or why can't you?
Why can I not? It's like her token is not on my screen.
I don't know.
She should be right here.
Yeah, I mean, I see her on Twitch, but I do not see her in the actual game.
Click away
Not
from your
really
token and
doing
that
that.
might fix it. If not, is
She's
what it
there.
is. She's there.
And she's hot. She's got this cool hood.
As she steps to the side and goes, well, I suppose that this title will become something of old. So do not refer to me as Lady of Coins. Much too formal for underlings and men. Please, my name is Moxena.
Pleased to meet you, Moxena.
Pleased to meet you as well. Please, help your friend. Oh, and para, you fucking idiot! As you hear some rustling behind the curtain there,
where the nose would be. Suddenly, the guy kind of steps through and goes, "Yes, please, take the coin and reimburse all of the guards' families for their losses, as per the promises that we have made. Whatever is
How
left
many-
over, please take and do what we had agreed on, and I hope you fucking learned, you fucking idiot." His eyes are just kind of downcast and like, "Yes, yes I have. Good, now, please, go." He kind of shoots all of you guys a dirty look as he starts climbing down the staircase.
That
Yanni
six
tries to
would
look in
help
his
for
general
Brissa.
direction, but with his eyes closed, he's off by like 20 degrees, and he's just like,
Yeah.
That D6 is for Brissa.
All right, Brissa, you come back to. And as you do, you kind of look back up. And you remember that the second time you had kind of come to, gagged, hands bound behind your back, Moxena had actually kind of leaned over you and said, and this is like hours ago, "Listen, I'm incredibly sorry for how Pare handled your situation. You're going to have to stay unconscious for a while longer. I think your friends are going to come and try to get you, and I hope that they're going to be smart about this. If not, you will die. If they are, I really hope they are. This could be a really good partnership. Again, I'm so sorry that it went this way. Good night." As you go unconscious again, as you're being hit across the back of the head once more. And Brissa, you come back to, and it appears that whatever Moxena was able to offer your friends has panned out. As she turns towards you and goes, "Oh, and by the way, your stuff is all behind that curtain by the nose, if you'd like to re-equip."
Pistol will just be looking around and then try and like scurry away from the Medusa creature because she, kept on knocking her out. Very confused of what's happening.
You guys might want to explain some things to her. I was a little vague. Again, you never know what magical means someone might have to figure out more information.
I'm glad we were able to come to an agreement, and being that you're no longer being referred to as the Lady of Coins, I guess it'll be Moxena.
To you, it will be
Don't have
eternally
to
Lady
put
of
out the red
Coins.
light.
Eternally. From now until the end of time. Lady of Coins. Thank you. All right, as she kind of she actually slings her arm through your arm, kind of like hooking it in, Casaria, leading you towards the staircase. So, tell me more about this ship that you are going to be getting.
Are you going to be helping us get it?
Would like to join when we're actually on our way towards the Cerulean Gulf, if that's okay.
I don't see why not.
As you guys
Is
start
the-
descending down, we'll have this conversation as you guys are kind of like starting to descend down. Indeed, you can hear the sounds of guards down below. As suddenly, Moxena's visage seems to kind of just shimmer and shift, and she turns into this young maiden from Mitros. Maybe just like a ripe 19 years old as she climbs down with you guys and goes,
Is the Ultros going to be on the way to Themis? Is that like, or is that going to be
No.
further?
very much out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that the
Guys, can I
deadfalls.
open my eyes yet?
No.
Is anybody still here?
Yanni, it's fine. You can. She's cool. She's
Moxena
like
just kind of does one of
Casaria.
these and
Oh, I mean, just kidding. She's looking right at you.
Oh, ah!
as you hear a little hissing of the snakes at your ear. This is going to be fun. We're just
Don't worry.
teasing you. You can open your
I'll
eyes.
carry you to safety.
I don't know what my
Picks
trust
Yanni up.
I just go limp.
She kind of steps over you, giggling, as you guys make your way down. The guards rush upwards, led by the one that had overseen as in it was an oversight that they did not catch on to the fact that there was a secret entrance as he's like, "You killed them all! This is amazing! They're all dead! What did you find in the head?"
Rhodus will be like, the Lady of Coin was gone, but, we eradicated everyone else. So make sure you secure the area and, do a thorough sweep.
Oh, this is...
Glad you didn't all burn to death.
Oh, yeah, how did you guys make it past the fire?
Alright, I had to climb down.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Right. Also, before the Lady of Coins left, she has turned some people into statues. If you can send someone to fix that.
We actually have, there have been many attacks on nobility throughout the city, people that were opposed against them. And disappearing left and right, a lot of artists too.
Yep, that was her. Super evil. They're up in the head.
I'm glad. Did you find them all? There is about a dozen.
There was 3.
3.
Malaka. Alright, you heard her. Let's get them out of here if we can.
Make sure you do your job better next time, too.
No. As they all
Jesus,
climb up,
bro.
you definitely do see the ego deflate on the gate guard, who definitely kind of looks at you as like a big fanboy, and those are probably the most destructive words that Rhodus could have uttered.
Damn it, now you just
crushed.
created syndrome.
No.
Maybe Sidon is a good god.
Terrible.
As you guys all descend down, Moxena kind of whispers towards you guys. That was pretty smooth. I like that you are not too morally obligated towards whatever the great debaters, master debaters you might call them at the academy, preach what is right and wrong. With the world is just
Guys.
too much gray.
We're
They're
not
full
too
out here.
keen on the handiwork of the master debaters.
Exactly. Ah, you are actually smarter than you look.
Yanni and I met them. It was very boring.
Isn't
hot
it
air.
just? They're talking about all of these things that don't actually matter in real life. No pragmatism in them.
They
I
were
think
like,
that is what one of them talked about. All these isms.
But they're talking about concepts instead of actually what matters. But yeah, it's no splitting hairs there, huh?
I don't think there were any rabbits involved, no.
Nice.
I like you.
She's got Moxie. Can we call you Moxie?
I'd really prefer if you didn't. Let's kill some things first, and then we can reconsider.
That Yanni snaps his eyes closed again.
Not. Whatever. Anyways, and as you guys are kind of crawling out of the tunnel now, coming back towards the foot, I have some affairs that I need to be taken care of.
It's funny, Minos has some affairs he wants to be taken care of too.
Perfect. Sounds like if you need to make your way towards the palace and ask those questions of those righteousnesses, you could certainly do that. Where shall we meet?
But we still have to get the ship. So then that is quite a journey away. It was, it's, across the, it's a long
probably-
ways away.
Probably be a few weeks.
Yes.
Understood. Well, in that case, I think I'm going to take my time here. There is going to be some stuff that I will have to make look like as if I ran away from Mitros. After all, Hexia is going to be likely looking for me when the shipments of statues stop. And again, Rhodus kind of perks up at the name Hexia.
How should we contact you in the, once we do have the ship?
I have my eyes. If you were to sail the actual Mitros into into Mitros Harbor, then believe me, I will be there. I will look like this, yes?
Sounds good to us.
Have you seen the Ultros? Do you know what it looks like? Do you have a scroll maybe so that we know what we're looking for?
I have not, but I have a feeling that if the heroes of the prophecy suddenly appear on some kind of 5-century-old ship, the word is going to spread incredibly quickly.
Fair enough.
You know what? I will say this. Part of me was excited to see the metal that you were all made out of. But I'm also kind of glad that we didn't have to shed blood on this one. It would have been a shame to have some of the prophecy members be killed. Imagine. Anyways, stay safe out there. She just starts swaggering away from you guys.
I'm excited to kill that green dragon.
How do you feel about killing a green dragon, Brissa?
Yeah. I want to know how Brissa feels about this.
Yeah, Brissa, how do you feel about killing a green dragon?
Bristle will be like, I don't know if I can kill a dragon. You know, I swear that oath to Goldie, but I don't know if like that would break that oath, right? Because I said protect all dragons. So I might have to sit that one out. Right?
Goldie's dead!
How does
I
Rotus
mean,
respond to that?
Rotus will be like, that's fine, Brissa.
No,
Followed
That's
up by,
inconvenient.
Just abandon me and trying to either rescue or avenge my mother, as the case may be. Rotus with the sarcasm.
I mean, technically, since you've made that oath with Goldie, he's gotten killed like 3 times, 4
At least
times.
twice. Like, minimum twice.
So the Goldie you have now isn't even the same Goldie, really. So
But he is the same Goldie. Like, I mean, you know, when he comes back, he's always the same. It's not like he
Where's
has to be-
Goldie? Bulba kind of just comes up next to you guys. And who's
Oh
that
my God,
lady
Bulba!
walking away?
Yay! I want to give Bulldog a big bear hug.
And he picks you up and just kind of like, you're
Puppies.
back! When I saw the soldiers come through, I knew that you had probably already cleaned out the place. What was it like? The brains on your back! Picks you up, crushes you, you go unconscious.
Oh.
sad.
And
Sad if true.
Yeah, probably true.
I mean, Alex can still roleplay Rotus.
It does work out some of the.
Rotus
kinks in your
rush
back
over
from
to
being slept on
Brissa.
the floor all day.
sorry, go ahead, Ephraim, I'm sorry.
It does work out some of the kinks in your back from being slumped over on the floor all day.
And like restrained in the air for like 2 days.
Yeah.
A lot of weird
Seemed like she
swings
could
in
have
that
treated you better
head.
if she wanted something from us. Are we doing the right thing?
With this whole situation just now.
Yeah, like with helping this chick out.
Well, I think we'll find out soon enough if she's just out to make a mockery out of us.
I mean, here's how I see it, Yanni, okay? It's pretty simple in my head. Lutheria has, like, messed with all of us. So, on the scale of baddie, she's, like, up here. And, what's her name? Maxena? So we literally just killed all of her guard and got to her and then decided not to kill her. So if the situation becomes Maxena is more baddie, I feel like she would be easier to deal with than Lutheria.
It's fair.
But if we can get her to help us deal with Lutheria before she becomes another baddie,
It just-
2 birds with
it's-
1 stone.
It's her methodology here in this whole thing that has me concerned. Generally speaking, and yeah, I know she's saying that it was her underling that was the idiot and did things wrong, but then she still kept Brissa all, like, knocked out and stuff.
I mean, think about, like, she's obviously the head of some underground crime thing.
Right.
Her methodology has probably just turned into that over time.
I guess that's fair.
Is it the
Yeah.
best thing? No. But, I mean, she's not really the moral
I
standard.
guess I can also look at it this way. If we get with Themis and it turns out that she was full of shit, we'll have a whole army of Amazons to help us take her down.
There you go.
We should have her lead us to the green dragon first, so we can kill the green dragon.
Oh right,
I mean,
yeah. The
they might-
dragon.
I don't think she's gonna go for that. We can try, but I think she's gonna. Yeah, I mean that might involve an oath, and we've already decided no more oaths.
Well, here's the thing, Ro. If we help her get back her title as Queen of the Amazons, then we have a whole army of Amazons to help us fight the Green Dragon.
That is true. That is true. Bristol will chime in and be like, "We should have taken an oath because, like, then we couldn't have, been betrayed. We should have done an oath. Why didn't you guys do an oath? Oaths are wonderful."
I mean, I think it might also.
Yanni reaches up and acts like he's gonna pat her on the head and says, "It's a good thing you're pretty," and just walks away.
I'm not above putting down a bad dragon.
So should we go back to the palace and let Valis know the situation? I mean, she probably wants to know that we found Senna, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go and talk to, like, track down Spira and, like, a couple of these other Amazons and kind of get a little bit more details besides just from the palace Amazons.
I don't think Spiro was an Amazon.
No,
I thought she was.
She was a
no, it was
Cimmerian.
the orc, the half orc was an Amazon. I don't remember her name though.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Bristol will be like, I just want to go lay down on a bed, maybe like for
Yeah.
the rest of the day. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea too, actually.
Yeah.
Y'all can check out the palace. I think I'm gonna head back to the Siren's Roost. We have a unclaimed prize.
Well, it's probably still busted up and destroyed, but sure, if you're into that.
Wait, are we still talking about the inn or something else?
Yes.
I'll pat Yanni on the head and say, "You're lucky you're cute."
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, so
Well, I mean,
Minos, Siren's
so-
Roost, me, Palace.
I'll go with you, Lyra.
I'm going to try to find the orc Amazon.
Brissa wants to go to bed.
Yeah, Bristol's just gonna. I mean, she said I don't have to go to sleep, but she's just gonna go, rest up and recuperate, because
She's got to go light a candle for Goldie.
Yeah, maybe she should go to the market. No, she's not gonna go to the market with 6 HP. Some little thug could hit her and she'd die.
She would just die in the middle of the marketplace.
Trip on a rock.
Watch out,
Ro,
that horse is running away with my cart.
Rodus, what would you like to do?
Might as well, I don't know. He's gonna go brood about, Hexia and, think about killing Hexia.
Do you think you should tell your dad?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, or we could wait until, Brian's back to tell his dad.
Yeah. I mean, just
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
it out there that at some
Yeah.
point we should probably relay that to your dad.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think I have to ponder about it for a little bit, though, and think about what might happen, and best avenue forward. Maybe
It's a
there's like
stressful situation.
a
for sure.
dragon killing weapon out there or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, we could talk to Aesop. He probably knows. Maybe. I know he's in a whole different city, but
I don't think he would want to kill the dragons. Aesop likes the dragons.
does he like dragons that have Medusas turn people into statues and then give them up as offerings?
I think we should talk to Vulcan.
I don't think we know him well enough to say.
That's fair.
He could be like Brissa and just love all dragons.
He could have also made an oath to his familiar that he wouldn't hurt dragons.
Exactly.
That would be dumb, but
No, I think Brissa made a wise decision there.
I mean, you make an oath not to hurt any dragons, and yet your dragon's always getting hurt to the point of incapacitation. So.
That's true. You basically sent him to his death.
Yeah.
Like you said, go do this thing that's going to make you fly past this other guy who's just going to smack you out of the air into a poof.
Like a fly.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I thought he would be able to sneak by,
Yeah. No, I know what that's like, and we'll have that conversation later too, because that's a conversation.
Oh, that's right.
probably
We
should
need to
have.
talk.
Yanni, we'll talk later. We'll talk at the palace.
Yeah, Brissa, do you want to rest up back in the palace, or? I think we also had standing competitions at the end of the place.
That we destroyed and that, you got kidnapped from.
Oh, I don't think I want to go back there. That seems a little traumatic. That's a little too soon for me. It's like, yeah, I don't think I could go back there.
The ceiling could cave in and kill you.
Yeah, yeah. Do I have my spells or no?
Falls
Yeah.
off a railing and just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pump some cure wounds into me actually.
All right, sounds good. Go for it.
Oh, I forgot I could do this.
What?
I'm just.
My God.
Smite yourself.
Jesus.
Don't forget you got lay on hands too there.
Oh yeah. I'll pump 29 lay on hands into me myself as well.
Sounds good.
I'm actually all better, so I'm gonna go to the market so I can, buy some stuff to bring back gold.
I'm fine, y'all.
We just blink and
Brissa's got
suddenly
priorities.
all of her wounds are closed.
There's just like a bright draconic flash across her. Let's go.
Kasaria's gonna take this as a challenge and pump the rest of her healing spells into her, and be like, "Well, two can play at this game, bitch."
Is it just me or is Brissa like? I don't know what the word. It's like she has a deficit of attention or something.
All right, cool. 19 points to
Make
me.
that 3.
I will be fair. Like 90% of the time, I'm just thinking about how cool dragons look. So it's like I'm just like looking at a building. I'm like, it'd be cool if a dragon was sitting on top of that building, right? So.
To hell with it. I'll heal up Rodus too.
When you were little, did you like fall down a mountainside and smack your head a few times on the way?
No. I'm pretty nimble over the rocks.
Okay. Maybe fell out of a tree and caught a couple of branches with the old noggin?
No. Dragons are just the most amazing things in the world.
Interesting.
Would you be willing to try falling out of a tree and smacking your noggin a few times on the way down?
I think I'm gonna pass on that one. That sounds pretty painful though.
Okay, I'm just checking, making sure you're okay.
Just you wait. One day when I get a dragon, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing in the world.
I was actually targeting Rodus and it didn't go to him.
Probably.
Oh yeah, I thought it was on you.
And then I could like put you on top of it, and then you could fly around on it too.
I don't know about all that.
Or it can just like pick you up in its claws, and it can fly you around in its claws.
I know a whole lot more that's not gonna happen.
We could do like a sneak attack Yanni, where it picks you up in its claws and drops you, and then you do like a feather fall, and then you fly down, and then you're like
No.
Oh, that actually did sound kind of cool.
I'm calling that the
Yeah,
Yanni bomb. It's gonna
I kind
happen.
of want
Yanni
to. I want
bomb.
to see this too.
No.
We'll see who's stronger. The dragon.
You gotta remember that like, to me, that's being twice as far from the ground as it is for the rest of you. Remember that.
I believe he can touch the sky.
Okay, let's not support child molesters.
Yikes!
Allegedly.
Oof.
Allegedly.
No, he got convicted.
Yikes. Yeah,
You know
he
what? The
did.
Boondocks already covered this years ago. If that bitch didn't want to get peed on, she would have moved out the way.
Yikes!
Oh no. All right. We're moving on. We're moving on fucking hard on this one. Jesus fucking Christ, Justin. As you guys split up, so Yanni, Lyra definitely going towards the palace. Brissa, you're gonna go shopping. Kasaria, you're gonna try to find the Amazon. Minos, you're going back to the roost. Rhodas is disappearing because we need to have that for, you know, yeah, reasons.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start out with Kasaria. As you start looking about, how do you search for the Amazon? Where do you go? What do you do?
I'm gonna do a history check first to see if like what I know about Amazon culture.
Sure, go ahead.
Try and figure out like maybe what some of her haunts may be.
Hey.
I got a 9, so I know pretty much not shit.
Not too much. You know that they're a proud warrior people. You know that they, now you know that they apparently hail from the island of Themis. You never really know. You just knew, like, oh yeah, Amazons, they're famous, and that was about it. You just never really gave a shit. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, proud warriors. That's all you really know.
Okay. I'll try passing by like so with the way Mitros is laid out, like with the tavern and like the blacksmith kind of be near each other, like would that be a safe bet?
They're a little ways away from each other, but you can certainly hit both places within a couple hours, easy, and kind of like search around. For this one, go ahead and give me an investigation check based on charisma. So just make me a charisma check. As you ask them around, trying to have people's like, hey, do you remember this? Do you remember this Amazon warrior? Do you remember her name?
And I got a natty 1, so I piss off everybody I talk to.
Yep.
God.
At one point, your glamour seems to slip a little bit when you get angry when they don't tell you the right answer right off
do
the
I turn
bat.
somebody to stone?
Yeah, just right away. It's like, no, I didn't do it. So Kasaria, you're busy over the next couple hours, and it's not going so hot.
Okay.
All right, up next, Yanni and Lyra. As you guys get back towards the palace, where do you guys head?
So about this imp. What's the deal?
I mean, what imp?
What imp? I know I'm kind of like, I know I'm small and I kind of play stupid a lot, but that's a game. I'm not stupid.
Okay. So, I was talking to the Fates. We were having our little powwow. And I was like, man, I could really use some help. Like, we're going through a lot. There's a lot of pressure. Prophecy, they know all about that. And they were like,
surprised they didn't give you a heads up about all this, to be honest. But
yeah, they like to be vague. It's like, we know what's gonna happen, but if we tell you, you can change it, but you can't change it because it's fate, so we're just not gonna tell you. It's weird. So
seems so, yes.
yeah, imagine having to deal with 3 of them. But so they were like, okay, we'll send you help. And I was like, great. And then they were like, here's this power, you can use it to, you know, summon some help. So I did, and this imp showed up, and he was like, I don't know why I'm here, rah rah Lutheria, but I guess since you summoned me, now I have to listen to you, which is true. It feels bad sometimes, but he's right. His name is Lutherio. I'm gonna call him Lou. He doesn't know that yet, but I'm gonna call him Lou for short.
So wait. His name is basically derived from, like, it's like the masculine of Lutheria.
Right, but it's not like Lutherio, it's Lutherio, like loot, because like Lyra, Lu, you get it?
Okay, so it's one of those phonetics problems. I got
Right,
you.
and
okay.
and it's he let me pick, and I figured, you know, what better way to tell Lutheria, like, ooh, we hate you, than to steal one of her minions and then also name him something close to her. I was like, haha. I'm sure she probably doesn't care because, you know, she probably has like thousands of them, but it
So
seems...
why hide it?
I mean, it just seemed like not a great situation to present itself at the time.
Okay.
Minos knows about it.
Well, I think we all do now.
Yeah.
Maybe not Barissa.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was at the bar, so she might have seen that before she got knocked out.
Yeah. I wasn't convinced it was attached to you until until I saw it the second time. Because you were being dodgy about some shit. And then it showed up again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, just don't. I mean, you know, I'm like super sensitive to the whole Lutheria thing. So it's a good thing I already like you and trust you, or I might have been like, holy shit, Lyra's a spy.
Right, see, that's why I didn't want to say anything. It just seemed like not a great situation. And you know, I wouldn't, like, double cross you or put you in a situation.
No, I know, and I trust you.
Right.
But I'm
We're
just
best
asking
friends,
you to trust
Yanni.
me. I know, and I think that's why it hurt. Because you didn't feel like you could trust me with it.
It was, you know, when people are like, oh, I'll tell this little white lie because it seems like it'll be better in the situation.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
Right. That's kind of what it was.
Okay. Just please don't do it again.
Okay. That's fair. And now that you mention that, I have something else I have to do. So if you'll wait here real quick, I'm gonna go do it real quick, and I'll just walk off. And I want to go see Icarus.
Alrighty. You walk about the halls and back towards the central kind of like open area where Icarus is currently the massive kind of dark silver dragon is currently just kind of like on its back. It seems to have its wings stretched out, its legs kind of up in the air, just seems to be sun bathing a little bit.
I'm just gonna walk up and just kind of like plop myself in front of him.
The big serpentine head turns towards you. One big eye opens up.
Okay, so it's been a minute since we've talked, and I've gone through a lot, and we need to have a heart-to-heart. So sometimes I do stuff without thinking about it, and I make a lot of bad decisions. Like, if you want a list, I can just spill right now. Like, you're not even the first dragon I've run into. The last one tried to eat me. The only reason it didn't is because a god got killed for it. All of that was absolutely my fault. And then, like, I don't know, every time I feel like I'm doing a good thing, it ends up not working very well, and then people get hurt about it. And then, you know, we finally were getting somewhere with it, and then I got this really cool gem, and then Brissa got this really cool gem, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great, because I love Brissa, and we're best friends, so I made us best friend bracelets, and then I was like, oh, your skills are really cool, so I gave you the gem, and now I feel really bad about it, because, like, I can tell that Brissa's upset about it, and I don't want Brissa to be upset about it. And obviously I don't want you to just give it back to me, but like, what can I give you to trade it back?
The big serpentine neck kind of goes towards the chest and belly, and like one of the claws kind of goes into a contemplative motion for the dragon.
Well, we do love more treasure. My scales, less interest to me. But if you come across fantastical objects on your travels, prophesied hero, then maybe you can trade one of these finds with this gem that you were given.
So not like money.
He is essentially lying on these thousands of silver coins. This fun. No.
See, okay, like I'll do that, but I just feel really bad about it now. So I'm trying to rectify the situation quickly.
It's nice of you.
So,
Good luck. Godspeed. You know where you'll find me. And you see a big serpentine just wink at you as it kind of like goes back. He goes back towards sunbathing.
I'll give him some belly scritches. Okay. Do you have a preference? Just any kind of fantastical item?
Awesome. Oh, yeah, that's not much. Oh, just give it an awesome piece of artifact. Something amazing. I know it when I see it.
Right. I mean, amazing is pretty subjective, but I'll take you at your word.
Just don't insult me. I know you wouldn't. And he kind of takes a claw and kind of like musses up your hair, which is just like with the massive claws that are like dagger length, it's just like right next to your eyeball, like,
I'm just bald now. Okay. I mean, don't be too sure about that. I did literally just tell you that every time I make a decision, it's the wrong one, so I might insult you, but don't take it personally. And I'll go back to Yanni.
Yanni.
Hey, okay. What did you want to do, Yanni?
The last 10 minutes of my life back? I mean, I thought we were here to talk to Valis and let her know what happened, right?
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay. Anything you need to tell me about what just happened? Why you left me here in a hallway, like, with no preamble?
So here's the situation. So I gave Icarus that stone.
Yeah, we were there.
And it seemed smart at the time.
If you say so.
But, like, now Brissa feels really bad about it, and I can tell Brissa feels really bad at it, so I feel bad about it because I really care about Brissa. So I had to talk to Icarus to see how I could get it back. And basically he was like, if you get another cool thing, you can give that to me and I'll give it back to you. So just keep that in mind. If we find cool stuff and no one wants it, I'll take it.
I don't think Brissa really wants that armor she's been wearing lately. I think she wants to trade that up for something better.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to be doing very well armor-wise.
But it's I mean, it's like, it's antique, right? It's like old Dragonlord armor, right?
No.
Isn't it? Wasn't it?
No. Yeah, you're the.
Ephraim was just like, ooh, yoink.
Ephraim has it, so.
Right.
Ephraim in real life, it's actually just in that door behind him.
Maybe I'm getting him confused.
He has adamantine armor that we found in the mines.
Didn't we find dragon armor, like Dragonlord old
You have,
stuff in the
yes,
graves?
you have a breastplate of Mitros that Minos has with him, and you got a bunch of adamantine ingots that you commissioned.
Yeah, we didn't find any adamantine armor though.
In the mine, we did.
Nope. No adamantine armor.
Or did we just find adamantine
Weapons.
Dorado?
Ingots.
Yeah,
You found some. You found some
adamantine,
mithril and adamantine weapons. Yes, but
No,
no, armor.
Alex. No, don't do that again.
We can all like look through all the we've collected some stuff lately. Let's see if maybe there's something there he might like.
Yeah,
But
that's true. I don't have anything. All I have is his scales and these mushrooms that are real gross right now. I don't know why I still have them.
maybe you should just throw those away.
You're right. I'll just throw them on the ground. And I just have
In
gold.
the middle of the hallway.
but he doesn't want. He's got a whole pile of gold. So, but yeah, no. I mean, I guess if I'm doing this whole coming clean, Hillary Duff moment, I'll tell everyone, that I need. When we get back to the group, I'll tell the group all of this.
I'm coming clean.
Okay. Well, let's go find Valis then.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys walk through the hallways, and the line of petitioners to the throne room is even longer than it was in the morning. Valis patiently, however, hearing everyone's request. As you see the Amazon still kind of flanking her next to the throne. Do you guys go full Minos, or do you guys take your
Yeah.
turn?
You keep cutting in and out, David.
Still died towards the end.
Might be a Discord thing. Technology is fantastic today. But
We saw a
What
video.
was-
Just start holding up a dry erase board.
Right.
yeah, exactly. And just like let the leaves like drop one by one, but actually have it accidentally be backwards. But can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You go back towards the throne. What was the last thing that you guys knew or heard?
You were asking.
You said
if
she
we-
was listening to people, and then you asked us something.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
I
guys go
followed
full?
you.
Do you guys go full Minos, or do you guys wait your turn in line?
No, I'd wait.
Oh, I am waving. I am.
Yanni, you're just kind of like get embarrassed by all the attention you're
We
getting
don't
with the
need-
waving and all
we
that
don't need
stuff.
to Make all these other people angry. Let them have their say.
Important. Like, this is life or death stuff.
Well,
Make way for Prince Ali.
I mean, if she
It's-
wants to talk to them still,
look
she
at it.
can. I just.
I mean,
By the way, Minos, that was beautiful.
It was actually really good.
let's look. Let's just stand here in line and see if we can flag down not one of the ones that's flanking her, but one of the Amazons if they come by, and see if they can just verify any of what the lady told us.
All right, as you guys stand in line, Ephraim, heads or tails?
Tails.
Alrighty, as you make your way back towards the roost, you do see that the repairs are underway. The workers are cleaning the floors and walls of the blood and guts that were spread there. Palalalala's body has been removed at this point, and you do see that Ambrosia is overseeing things and making sure that everything is being cleaned and repaired properly.
Are there any fat asses in the club?
Yes, but the club would not be hopping right now.
Minos will step up to the bar and say,
Mind if a friendly Minotaur has a drink in this establishment?
And you see Rhodas' brother just nod towards you and go, "So, does that mean you were..." He kind of looks around. "The only survivor?"
And a tragedy it was. This hero, betrayed, beladen, belabored by so many lost souls, clearly seeking of the highest comforts now.
Are you being purposely sarcastic to him too, or are you actually trying to like deceive him?
no, he's being sarcastic. He
As-
knows that he can't lie or shit.
He rolls his eyes and goes, "So, do tell." And he sets a glass of wine in front of you. "What happened? Did you get Brisa back?"
We did.
Good.
Turns out we all walked out of there, so that's another success for the Line of Thylea.
Exactly what was it like?
You know, much like you'd expect the overbearing, overdrawn, and overbound pectorals of the interior of your father's muscles to look like from a brass inside.
I mean, I was here when they spilled the beans about that, but okay.
I'm saying we were inside the chest cavity.
Oh.
What I'm trying to find out is what happened.
Oh, yeah, well. Killed a bunch of things. Then we killed some more things.
What about the
We found
Lady of
Brissa.
Coin?
You're gone.
Shit. No sign of where she might be.
Well, there are 3 statues there.
Oh, shit, I heard about that. Oh, well, a lot of people have been going missing lately. Oh,
Yeah, see, I was here. I was hoping to go more missionary. But,
oh, you're here for business? Ah, Broja's. Well, the whole place is closed up with all of the shit that has happened. Nobody really, wants to get it on when there is blood all over the place. Again, not the type of establishment. But, I mean, you will talk to her, right? And he just puts up his
Minos
hands
kind
and
of
walks away.
sizes up how much work is left. Looks at his box. Looks at the bar.
I can wait.
All right,
He'll,
sounds good.
He'll order a drink and start working on his bird.
Brissa, as we go to you and you go to the Ahura with a multitude, this is the biggest market you've ever seen in your life. There's everything for sale except for plate armor. What are you looking for?
It was just going to be. Is the spell a incense and then a brass brazier?
Oh, shoot, that one is actually kind of expensive, ain't it?
What? No, it's cheap, right?
You know,
I've just
maybe
been
some-
finding them. I
maybe
haven't
some
even
chainmail
tried to
like
buy
they already
one.
had.
Yeah, Lyra has one, I believe, right? You
No,
guys
I
could go
just
share
keep-
these.
I just keep finding them. Like I look for them and then I just use the ones I find.
yeah.
Here's one.
I will say that
But
stuff
we can go halfsies.
you can probably ask Valis for that stuff if you really want to. But as you're there, if you're looking for something exotic, also while you're there, go ahead and roll me a D100. Make it a
I mean,
blind roll. Make it
I was-
exciting.
I was really just looking for the incense so I can.
What if you
I
find
was gonna-
plate? What if you find plate armor?
Ooh, that's a good roll. Okay. As you look around, Brissa, you do actually spot one of the Great Games competitors, the Arisian soldier, Sai, as he's kind of looking over what seems to be a long arrangement of different spears. It seems to be a trader that has very much focus and is selling a lot of things really related to phalanx and hoplon formations. You can see that there are beautiful round shields kind of set up. You see a massive tapestry back behind, which seems to be kind of showing what is like this long line of hoplon overlapped shield soldiers and spears kind of coming up, and what seems to be almost like a fan of spears going up and behind. As you step up and you kind of like start inspecting those spears as well, he kind of notices you and goes, "Hey, Aren't you one of the Light of Thylea, yes? Sai, I competed in the games. How are you?"
Oh, I'm perfectly good. My day is going good. Just got the woke up not too long ago, so I'm just doing some shopping.
I was at the
walking around.
fight. You were taken here. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, that's no big deal. My friends got me out, and I'm cool. I'm all healed up now, so I'm all good.
You do look fantastic, if I can say so myself.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could say so.
Oh, well,
Thank-
good.
thank
I
you.
don't want to be too forward. But I saw you compete in the games, and I thought you did a phenomenal job. But there is something about us Arisians. We're honest to a fault. I will say this. I think there are opportunities in your form if you ever wanted to practice together. Maybe I could share what Erija has taught me over the years, some spear technique.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, like, but I don't. Can Brazil wants to make an insight check to see if he is like trying to hit on her because she doesn't really know, or if he is actually like
I don't
trying
think you have
to.
to roll for that.
She's too dejected over the death of Goldie to tell whether or not he's flirting.
Oh, what did you get?
I got a 14 on my.
He's
insight.
100% hitting on you. You get the sense. He's like actually blushing a little bit and seems to be kind of like nervously pushing some spears back
Now
and
make
forth.
an intelligence check to see if she got the double entendre.
Yeah, probably not knowing Bristol. Bristol will be like, oh, like, yeah, I mean, if you want to come by, like, the palace maybe tomorrow, I think, I could probably, like, we could like arrange like a sparring, like, in like the public grounds where like, there's like lots of people,
Absolutely. I will be here for a couple more weeks at least, so I would love to spar with you and see your
Yeah,
technique up close.
Oh, I mean, I usually use a spear, so it's like a 10-foot distance away for, but, like to keep things at a distance.
Well,
But
maybe I can find my way through your defenses.
oh, I'm pretty good at keeping things away. Like, I think I'm gonna, oh, look at it, and then, oh, do you see that over there? Look at that, like, the cool, like, dragon over there. And she'll point behind him, and then the second that he's like, like, she will just misty step like 30 feet, like, in like a completely different aisle or something like that.
He's kind of like
she'll just
looking
take
around, and you first you see him kind of like
Batman out of there.
kind of looking. There's like a smile on his face that you said yes to the sparring, but then he's kind of sad that you just kind of disappeared, and you can see him kind of looking around, and then ask the vendor, and the vendor just shakes his head, rolls his eyes. It's like, are you going to buy something or not?
Was I holding one of the spears? No, I'm just kidding. Grand Theft Spear. All right, but yeah, I just want to buy some incense. So find a vendor and buy 50 gold worth of incense, since Goldie doesn't seem to have a lot of lives, or he seems to get hurt a lot.
Alrighty. Casaria, your search is incredibly unfruitful as you ask around. It seems like people aren't the biggest fans of Amazons overall in Mitros. I'll let you know about that. It seems like the Mitrosians, except for Valus's honor guards, see Amazons as kind of stuck up and kind of elitist and looking like they're trying to make some militaristic moves. At least that's kind of some of the rumors that you at least hear as you go around. Minos, you're gonna be spending some time there at the roost. The rest of you guys ultimately returning towards the palace, and maybe with Brian gone, I think this might be a good place to call it for the night. And have maybe Rodas pick us up next week, having a conversation with Pitor about the consequences and implications of finding out where Hexia might be located. In that case, I'm going to be looking for a place to raid here really quick. And while I do that, a quick reminder, it's the last message in chat too, but if you guys would like to subscribe this month, we're going to be giving out a free commission of your character, D&D character, from one of the wonderful artists that are in our community on the Discord server. And as I'm looking for a good group to join, anything else that you guys want to share or shout out, or which one of the artists would you guys call out are pretty phenomenal? And I love Steve. God, I love Steve's art. It's fantastic. Ephraim actually ended up commissioning some, right? Oh, you didn't end up? No.
I went with one of the newer ones.
Makes sense. But yeah, talk about some of the newer ones, their names. They've been doing some really, really cool work.
You cut out again, David.
Just like we missed the back half of that, all of it.
Tight.
Talk about the artists. You got it.
I actually need to go like look at some of their stuff more closely myself. I haven't really been in the market for anything since they joined, so I only gave some really casual glances, and what I saw looked really good, but I didn't look very closely to, like, you know, be able to comment beyond, yeah, you know, pretty talented. So,
Everybody still nerdgasms over the Lone Bird anyway.
rightly so. Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they all have super unique art styles. Like, they all have their own little different niche. But the one who just joined recently, not Geo, but the other one, I'm scrolling.
Illustration.
Yeah,
Illustration, technically. Yeah.
right.
Strallison.
Illustration. They're making, like, well, not making yet, but they posted some pictures of, like, characters emoting, and they were like, "Hey, would you guys want these?" And I was like,
is that who you went with, Ephraim?
absolutely.
And you're like, can I please make it a packet? Yeah! That's
No,
awesome.
I totally want Chibi Catechus.
That'll be
Yes.
awesome. No, I'm hyped. The second that those come out, and with your permission and their permission, I'm 100% down to make
Oh,
those links
you
in
cut out
survey
again,
votes.
David.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Technology sucks tonight. I'm just going to rate another channel, but
Can you just let me put it out into the universe? Thoughts of Chibi Lyra?
That'd be cool.
bye everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.
Say bye, missus.
Bye.